Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining in. Just going to tip off in a minute from now. My apologies for being late on the stream for this one. I just got finished eating dinner just a moment ago, but we are ready. Game number 5 of the series. Must-win game for Cleveland to stay alive in this series. The starters look like this: Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen in this Game 5 matchup on their home floor for the Cavs, going up against the Pacers starting 5, Tyrese Haliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe for this one. Start off this stream here. Thoughts and prayers out to my man Jason Tatum. Just devastating last night. Just terrible, right smack in the middle of his prime at age 27. Just unfortunate injury with a ruptured Achilles. So start off this stream here to a speedy recovery for my man JT. In my opinion, the most talented Celtic to ever step foot on the floor playing for the Celtics franchise ever in the history of Boston Celtics basketball. We're going to get to tip-off here in just a moment. Indiana smashed Cleveland 129-109 the last game. They led as many by 44 points. Cleveland looked like they were mentally out of it during the previous game. We'll see if they can get right back at it tonight in this one as we are underway, left to right on the floor for the Cavs for the opening possession. Garland dribbles up to the right wing, fires the pass off the top of the backboard, no good as he missed it off the top of the fingertips of Mobley. It's a turnover to start things off. 22 turnovers in the previous game for the Cavs in their loss in Game 4 as Indiana takes it baseline right to the rim and they score. Up and in off the glass. It is good for 2 to begin by Andrew Nembhard. What's good, George, Charlisa, Warren? Welcome back in, everybody. Ice Ice Baby Pringle on the stream for this one. I actually am going to take the Pacers today in this game. I was not too hot on the Cavs and how the Pacers got into their minds during the previous game. The Pacers play with a lot of speed. Dribble drive penetration. Missed off the mark. No good there by Nembhard as he left it off the glass a little bit too strong. Rebound secured by Cleveland. Quarter 3 way off the mark by Max Strus. Tipped around. Battle for the rebound. And it goes right back to Mobley with an offensive rebound on top. Garland wide open. 3 off the rim. Short rebound collected in the corner by Haliburton. Donovan Mitchell starting tonight. He was a game-time decision for the Cavs going into this matchup due to that ankle injury. Haliburton in the opening minute lobs it off to Siakam. Siakam backs his way to the mid-block. Siakam pivot, puts up the shot. No good, missed off the glass. And a foul charged on Max Strus here as we'll have 2 free throws coming up for the Pacers. Make sure to vote in the poll who you guys like to win, Pacers or Cavs. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Pascal Siakam, 2 free throws here coming up at the line. This is my top 5 picks of the night right here. I like the Pacers on the money line to close out the series in 5. Just terrible body language during the last game for the Cavs. I just don't see that mental toughness, and this Pacers team comes at you in waves, 11, 12 guys deep, a really, really difficult matchup for the Cavs to contain. I like the Pacers as well, over 110.5 points in this game. They dropped down 129 during the previous game. They've scored 114 plus in their last 6 of the 8 games against the Cavs, and then over points and rebounds for Pascal Siakam, who just split the free throws 3-2 to score. Over points, rebounds, and assists for Miles Turner tonight. And also Benedict Mathurin, over 11.5 points tonight for him. Got ejected during the last game. Should be able to make up those points tonight here for Indiana. Cleveland, no good on the shot. Missing at the baseline as it goes back to Haliburton with a rebound. Haliburton with possession. Dribbles up inside a key jumper. Turner deep too. Came off the rim. Short to rebound. Secured right back for Cleveland here. Cavs with the basketball, driving, attacking, downhill to the rim. Mitchell, turnaround, off the back rim, no good. Playing with that ankle injury. Coming into this matchup tonight as Neesmith controlled the defensive rebound. 2 minutes into action, Nembhard dribbles up to the elbow, outside Turner, kick out to the wing, Halliburton, extra pass, corner three, Pascal Siakam off the mark, no good, a rebound pulled down by Mobley. It's a brick fest to start things off. That's not good in terms of the Pacers, which shot almost 60% during the previous game from the floor. Mobley got the hook shot to go, good for 2. 4-3 now for Cleveland. What's good, Calvin? Welcome in. Thanks for joining back in, man. Pacers with possession. Nembhard slides it across the floor off to Halliburton. Halliburton aggressive starting off this game. Missed the threes. It skipped around the rim and out. Tipped to the far side off to Strus for the defensive rebound. Max Strus. Up the floor. Loose ball. Got it back. Reach and fall charge to Halliburton. The clock will stop here with 9:17. So just getting started in this one tonight. And Pacers came out of the gate red hot during the previous game. Right now, we get a lot of bricks to begin this game. Inbound for Cleveland around the perimeter. Garland sends it off to the low block. Mobley, left-handed hook shot, left it off the rim short. Siakam controls the defensive rebound. Siakam, 22 points in 22 minutes, shooting 9 for 10 for the floor on Sunday. Takes the distance, coast to coast for 2. 5-4 for Indiana. Pascal Siakam is that type of dude. He averaged around 25 points per game during his last season for the Raptors. Garland at the low block, outside to Mobley. Mobley towards his left around the perimeter. Open three straight away over Turner. No good off the rim. Short Turner with a defensive rebound. Nembhard on top. Pushes it off to the baseline. Siakam, jumper, no good at the baseline. Turner, offensive rebound, and an over the back foul charge there to Cleveland. What's good, Ronald? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Slower start offensively compared to the previous 2 in the series. Ian taking the Cavs for this one. Welcome back in, man. Rydog, welcome in. He's got the Pacers. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one, Pacers or Cavs? As Miles Turner, he's going to have 2 free throws here at the line, coming off 20.7 rebounds during the last game. Perfect 4 for 4 from 3. First free throw here was missed, though. This Pacers team comes right at the Cavs defense in waves. They go like 11 or 12 guys deep. And this is quite concerning because Cleveland's not at their healthiest right now. Donovan Mitchell, he had a 48-point game in Game 2. It still wasn't enough to win that game. 43 points. It was enough in Game 3, but he had averaged 40 points per game in his first 3 games in the series. For Mitchell, I'm not sure if he's capable of that due to the ankle injury tonight, and they're going to have other players step up. Jumper, Mitchell, deep too, off the rim, short. A lot of these misses have been short off the rim right now for Cleveland. Indiana up 6-4. Turner buried both of the free throws before that. Turner open 3 off the back rim, no good. Tip to the perimeter. Long rebound control by Garland. Garland at the elbow. Outside finds Strus. Both of these offenses right now jumble. Mobley, kick out, corner. Mitchell rises for the open 3. That missed off the rim, short, long rebound. Out of the pack goes Siakam. Siakam takes it up the floor. Eurostep, kick out to the wing. Nembhard, wide open instead. Kicks it out, left corner, open 3. Neesmith, halfway down, rolled around the rim and out. And Allen controls the defensive rebound. It's a very awkward possession there for Indiana. Why don't you just shoot the ball if you're Andrew Nembhard? A lob over the top. Mobley goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Evan Mobley. That's on Miles Turner, who picks up the shooting foul. What's good, Ron and Pauline? Welcome on the stream here. As, they're going for the Pacers tonight in this one. Novi, welcome in, taking the Pacers. 2 free throws by Mobley. First one got the bounce. A lot of people going Pacers here in the chat recently. Pacers up in the poll right now, 56-44. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Also, helps it a ton if you smash the thumbs up. Helps out on the YouTube algorithm. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Second free throw is good by Evan Mobley. Tie game here at 6 apiece. Halliburton At the left wing, pocket pass off to Turner. Turner attacks the paint, got it stripped, lost, and Mitchell out of the pack with a steal. Donovan Mitchell up the floor, downhill to the rim. He scores, plus the foul. Spider Mitchell and one coming up here at the free throw line. 8-6 right now for the Cavs. Yeah, great strip. That was actually Garland who got a hand on that ball, stripped it from Turner, attacking to the rim. And then Mitchell, coast to coast, took it the distance. Didn't seem like any sore ankle on that last possession there for Donovan Mitchell. Benedict Mathurin, he is looking for a huge game today. He replaces Halliburton now on the floor. Benedict Mathurin got ejected during the previous game. He had 23 points and 19 points in the previous 2 games prior to his ejection during Game 4. The free throw is good by Mitchell. 3-point lead for Cleveland. Pacers with possession. Siakam slides it off to his right to Turner around the perimeter. Siakam into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard, top of the key. 10 in the timer, 7 minutes left to go in the first. Nembhard drives, takes the distance, scores with a right-hand layup. Good response back from Indiana now with a 1-point game. Garland gets past Neesmith. Garland at the elbow, defended by Turner. Dribbles back outside to the perimeter. Darius Garland, 1-on-1, takes on Turner, slides the pass down low, right over to Evan Mobley, and he soars up with a 2-handed flush. That was a beautiful dime of a pass right there by Darius Garland. 3-point lead for the Cavs. Nembhard at the left wing. Nembhard, bounce pass on top off to Siakam. Puts the ball into the hands to Mathurin. Mathurin dribbles up to the elbow, kick out corner, deflected out of bounds off Garland. And this will lead to the first timeout of the game taken by Cleveland. 6:15 left to go in the opening quarter of action. Cavs looking good right now, up by 3 to start things off. All right, so we head over to the first timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Good start by Cleveland going through their defense currently to begin this matchup. 4 points by Nembhard for the Pacers. Everybody else, 3 points by Siakam, then 1 by Turner. Cleveland led by Mobley. Mobley out to a great start. He's got 6 points so far. 3 points by Mitchell and 2 by Jared Allen. Yes, I think the Celtics can bounce back, win tomorrow. I think tomorrow's a big overcoming adversity game for Boston. So yeah, I went into this stream quickly today, so just going to do a couple things before we're in this timeout right now. This was my top 5 picks for today that I project. I took Pacers money line. That's pretty good value for a team that's been super undervalued during this series today. So I got Pacers money line. They come out this Cavs defense in waves and just incredibly deep. Pacers over 110.5, which has hit 6 out of 8 times. Right now, it's not looking good, but we still got a lot of game left to go. Only 8 points in the first 6. Only 8 points in the first 5:45 for Indiana, for a team that's been able to score in bunches throughout the course of the playoffs. Pascal Siakam over 22.5 points and rebounds. Miles Turner over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Mathurin over 11.5 today for points. So yeah, this one started off quick for today's game since it was a 7 o'clock start time or so, and like to start off this stream here with my thoughts and prayers out to Jason Tatum with a speedy recovery. Just devastating what happened last night. Ruptured Achilles for Tatum, and he's out for the entire playoffs, and then next season most likely he's out as well. He probably won't see the court in like a meaningful game until probably October of 2026 for him. It's just devastating for, in my opinion, he's the most talented player to put on a Celtics uniform in Celtics history. Just absolutely devastating for a man that's an incredible father to Deuce, a guy that's just an absolute gentleman, one of the most talented players in the league. Just terrible. Right in the middle of his prime, age 27. And it's very difficult. Like, those Achilles injuries are so tough. It's so difficult to get back to the usual form with that type of injury. Like, usually, like, a lot of athletes can't. Very, very few can. Yeah, Pete Rose, Hall of Famer today. So, Shoeless Joe Jackson, I heard about that as well. So, Baseball Hall of Fame, they're allowing Pete Rose back into the Hall of Fame. So is Shoeless Joe Jackson, I heard this afternoon. Darius Garland got into a rhythm during a previous game. He had 21 points during the last game. He struggled in the game previous to that, and then he missed the first 2 games of the series. TJ McConnell, first time on the floor alongside Toppin. As the Cavs here pick up a foul. That's on Max Strus. He's in some quick foul trouble right now for Max Strus. Halliburton's got 2 as well. That's why he went to the bench and Mathurin substituted for him. But that's the second personal foul charged to... Or no, they're going to call it on the Pacers. They just swapped possession here. That was on Obi Toppin in the offensive foul. So Obi Toppin with the offensive foul, and Jared Allen with a runner inside the key as he makes it for 2, 13-8. Pacers up the floor. Mathurin around the perimeter, guarded by Garland. Mathurin has to get it away off the double team. Finds his teammate in the corner. Stepped to the bounce with it. It's a turnover. Wow, there's some big-time ball pressure right now that's displayed by Cleveland. Indiana, their offense is out of sorts here currently. Mathurin got trapped and turned over the basketball. Usually don't see a Pacers offense get flustered like this as the Cavs turn it right back. McConnell with a steal in the corner. Up the floor finds Toppin. Off to McConnell trailing the play. Dish out to the wing. Neesmith turns the corner. Drives downhill. No good. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound and put back as he has got it up. Down to 3 right now. Aaron Neesmith, resilient possession there for Indiana. Garland dribbles. Drives right on Thomas Bryant. Missed the layup. Loose ball foul. Charge to Cleveland. It's on Jared Allen. It is going back in the Pacers' direction. What's good, Marcus? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. It's going to be really tough without Tatum to win the series. I think they win tomorrow, but I see it being really difficult winning 3 straight games in a row against this Knicks team that just keeps on grinding it out. So I think it's going to be really difficult for the Celtics to win the series now since they're down 3-1. I'm optimistic. I hope it happens, but it's going to be so tough to do so. Basket is good in response right back for the Pacers. That is Mathurin who's on the board for his first 2. Crossing midcourt with Garland. Garland's defended by McConnell around the perimeter. Garland now has the top of the key off the screen set by Dean Wade. Garland dribbles towards his left. Garland 8 on the shot clock. Dribbles up to the elbow. Rise and fire on the deep 2, and he hits it. That's a 17-footer that he knocks down for Darius Garland. 3-point lead for the Cavs. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first. Oh, yeah. For some reason, it's dropping frames. I'll see if I can get it. I'll have to drop the bit rate for some reason. That's the second night in a row it's happened where it just randomly drops frames or so. Jumper by Bryant. That is way off the mark, and the sails out of bounds. Yeah, refresh it once again. For some reason... I'm going to have to go to 3500, probably in the KBPS. Yeah, for some reason, I get this in the red zone or so for dropped frames. It usually never does that. I don't know why it's been doing that the last couple nights ago, because my internet's pretty fast. Mitchell off the spin cycle. Mitchell attacks downhill, and he lands hard. And Donovan Mitchell is down currently. Gets back up. Oh, man, that's a tough soldier. Donovan Mitchell tried to throw down a poster dunk. And the whole Cavs crowd holding their breath as he tried to throw down a poster over Thomas Bryant. Got rejected by the front rim. And his body Slammed right down off the backside, hard to the hardwood, but that's a great sign to see there that he gets back up immediately. Mitchell with 2 free throws coming up as he got followed by Thomas Bryant. Yeah, now it's fine. It's back in the green zone, so I had to drop down my, like, bit rate or so. It's very odd why it randomly does that from time to time. First free throw is good by Mitchell. 16-12 now. Yeah, so this goes off Wi-Fi where I am. I might even want to put it down to 3,000 or so. I've never had a problem at 4,000 or 3,500. Very weird why it's still a little bit choppy. Yeah, it's in the red zone right now. Once again, 17-12 here at Carly. Pacers with the basketball. Nembhard slides it off to the right wing. Out to the corner, goes over to Neesmith. Neesmith back out the outside, finds Mathurin. Mathurin rises for a 3 at the wing. That goes out of bounds as he missed it wide. Yeah, I'll see during the timeout if I can even lower it to another rate or so. That would probably take away like the 1980 or 1920 1280 HD. Probably put it at like a standard definition probably. Mitchell again attacking the paint, gets fouled by Toppin. So 2 more free throws coming up here by Donovan Mitchell. Alright, so I just put it down to 3,000 kilobits per second, so hopefully that works. I haven't gone that low since my trip to Vermont. Yeah, that Wi-Fi was, it was bad, night 2 up there. It was like downpouring rain that day. But yeah, the Wi-Fi up there was not too good. 19-12 right now. Mitchell buries both of the free throws. 7-point lead for the Cavs. Pacers struggling to generate their offense. Carly, Siakam finds Halliburton around the perimeter. Halliburton bounce past Siakam, jumper, 16-footer off the back rim, no good. Sailed at the top of the backboard, deflected out of bounds off of Indiana. It's going to be Cleveland ball. Pacers struggling out of all sorts to generate their offense right now. This is kind of looking a little bit more similar to what game number 3 of the series looked like. Okoro lost it, turnover. Toppin with a steal, gave it right back to Allen over the interception. Mitchell. Bounce pass down low. Jared Allen behind the back dunk as he soars up and throws it down. Eyes behind the back of the net. 21-12. That rejuvenates this Cleveland squad right now. Holy smokes, what a dunk by Jared Allen. Timeout on the floor taken by Indiana. What a pass. Donovan Mitchell, what a pass right there. That was a sensational bounce pass. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well as we go to another media break here currently. Donovan Mitchell playing really well today. 7 points right now, just got his first assist of the game, 1 steal, 1 block. He's only made 1 bucket because he's gone to the free throw line multiple times. 5 for 5 right now at the free throw line from Mitchell. 6 points each by Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. And this is signs of life here for Cleveland. 4 points by Nembhard, 3 by Siakam. Man, the Pacers looking very similar to what they were in Game 3 on Friday. This is not a good Pacers team that's out of the flow and out of the rhythm with their offense. Adele, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, Pacers love to get out, play fast break transition, speed up the game, speed up the entire game, and get to the paint and just attack the rim. And we have yet to see that so far today, as the Cavs are running, forcing this team out to the 3-point line. And the Pacers so far 0 for 5 from the perimeter. Cleveland with a 9-point lead is yet to attempt yet to make a 3-point shot themselves. They're 0 for 4 from 3. But they're going downhill, getting to the free throw line quite a bit. 7 for 7. Wow, what a turnaround so far by Cleveland. Still got a whole lot of game left to go, though, so anything honestly can change. But this is a really good sign towards potentially a Game 6 that we might have. If the Cavs keep this up, they're going to force the Game 6 on Thursday. I'm hoping we get much more games in these series matchups. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh man, I really hope that these series matchups don't end in 5, because some of these series matchups look like they could end in 5 for sure. This series, the Celtics-Knicks series, in Golden State against Minnesota, that's out of the likelihood out of those 3 series matchups, that one right there, Golden State-Minnesota, Minnesota could win in 5. Once again, back-to-back series matchups. That's, in my opinion, the most likely series, because I just don't see enough firepower out of Golden State. And Minnesota hasn't even played great offensively, and they're beating Golden State. Like, if Minnesota catches fire and is making their shot, there is no chance that Golden State's going to have in that game. Golden State's going to get swept off the floor, lose by like 30. 21-12 right now as we come back to action. 9-point game with under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Pacers right to left on the floor with the basketball. Halliburton on the floor with Nembhard, Turner, Ben Shepherd, Pascal Siakam. Nembhard dribbles up to the baseline. Step back jumper. Deep 2 over Hunter. Connects on it. That's a good start right there for Indiana coming back from the timeout. Cavs, they're 5 of the floor currently is Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, and DeAndre Hunter. Step back 3 missed by Mitchell. Deflected out of bounds off of Cleveland. So Mobley couldn't track down that defensive or offensive rebound there. Pacers with possession. Nembhard at the top. Slides it off to his right to Shepherd. Shepherd puts the ball into the hands to Halliburton. Over to Nembhard at the elbow. Nembhard finds Turner. Turner at the left wing. Turner on the outside. Off to Nembhard. Rises for the 3. Nembhard off the back from no good. A rebound secured by Mobley. 7-point game. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Evan Mobley drives on Turner. Down low to the rim. And he soars up and scores with a left-hand layup. Evan Mobley coming to play tonight here. 8 points already by Mobley. Pacers with possession, and they turn it over. Mitchell on in the pack. One player to beat. It's Siakam, and he scores the layup. 25-14. Indiana looking Cleveland right now looking real good with an 11-point lead for the Cavs. There was a bump on this play as well. Oh, yeah, Mitchell got fouled. Mitchell got fouled by Siakam, so Cleveland with a chance to add to it when Mitchell at the free throw line. Really, really good start for the Cavs here. Donovan Mitchell playing like him tonight right now. 9 points by Mitchell. Doesn't seem like he's having any issues with his ankle out there right now. He's doing the best he can. Free throw is bricked. No good off the back rim. He started off a perfect 7 for 7. That's the first missed free throw of the game for Cleveland. McConnell, a right baseline dribble, sees the opening, shoots the ball out to the wing. Open 3 by Ben Shepherd is good. It's a great assist there by TJ. 25-17. 1 for 7 from the perimeter now. That's the first made 3 by either team tonight. As the Pacers drilled it with Shepherd. The Cavs are 0 for 5. Mobley, runner over Turner. Got fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Pacers have to be careful early on. Miles Turner just picked up his first personal foul. They're in quite a bit of foul trouble right now. 2 personal fouls charged to Siakam. 2 by Halliburton. 2 by Toppin. Then 1 each by Turner and Mathurin right now. And also Thomas Bryant with a foul. So, yeah, they're well into the bonus right now. So that graphic is up. First free throw. That was able to go in by Mobley. 26-17. Second free throw by Mobley is good. Tonight, right now, Mobley and Allen combining for 16 points and 6 rebounds. 10-point lead for Cleveland. Final minute left to go in the first. McConnell backs his way underneath, circles around the perimeter. Side is pass deflected, tipped up in the air to the backcourt. Nembhard luckily saves it right now. Siakam up the floor. Siakam finds Nembhard at the top. Nembhard with an open three around the rim and out. Rebound ripped away by Mobley. Cleveland with a solid start here currently. 10-point advantage. Mitchell will slow it down. Mitchell attacking. Runner. Mitchell, it's good. Inside a key for 2 more. 29-17 Cleveland. Pacers have it up at the floor. They're in trouble early on. Another 30 seconds left to go here in the first. Right baseline dribble. McConnell puts up the shot, missed it. Short tipped around Mitchell with a defensive rebound. Donovan Mitchell going to slow it down for the final possession here to close out at the end of the first. Mitchell guarded by Shepard, 1-on-1. The whole crowd up on his feet. Cleveland responding in a big way here tonight. Mitchell tripped up and fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Donovan Mitchell with 4.6 seconds left to go. It's on Ben Shepard. And they're well into the bonus. Indiana with a lot of issues so far committing personal fouls. Yeah, I think the Celtics going to win on Wednesday. It's going to be really tough without Tatum to win 3 straight games in a row. Yeah, just devastating. I think it's going to be Indiana that comes out of the East. They're just so deep. They go like 11, 12 guys deep. A tough start here so far for the Pacers tonight, but they've shown they were down by 20 in Game 2, came all the way back and won. Got a lot of depth on this team. Second free throw is good by Mitchell. Both of them go down 31-17. Pacers, 4 seconds left to go as they get the inbound. Halliburton goes up, gets fouled with 2.7. That should not be humanly possible here that the Pacers get points with 4 seconds left to go in the quarter, but they have the chance to do so as Halliburton got fouled. And this was on Isaac Okoro. This is going to be 3 free throws coming up at the line. He got fouled on a mid-court shot with 2 seconds left. Isaac Okoro, terrible foul. Follows Halliburton going up just shy of the mid-court logo. It was before the edge of the mid-court logo, heaving up a 3 right before the buzzer. First free throw is good. There's 2.7 seconds left to go to close out the quarter. Second shot was good by Halliburton. He'll have a third. Third free throw left it short. Rebound tipped up to D to Wade. And the shot couldn't get off in time by Mitchell. That was close on a full court shot as he bricked it off the back rim. And we close out the end of the opening quarter of action. 31-19 at the end of the first. Cleveland looking good starting off this one, trying to force a Game 6. All right, 1 quarter through right now. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. My honest prediction was the Pacers to win this game. I thought the Cavs looked like they were done based on the last game. Their body language showed it for them. So this is kind of stunning right now that they've come back like this for Cleveland after getting annihilated during the previous game for them. Indiana out of sorts. This is kind of looking like Game 3, where they were all out of sorts offensively. Just 19 points in the opening quarter by the Pacers right now. Daryl, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so my honest take on this game, I've got the Pacers, but I'm actually wishing all these series matchups to go as deep as possible because that means there's like more opportunities to cover these games for you guys throughout the playoffs. So I'm hoping that out of realistic like the series or so, like we could have some short series matchups. Like if the Pacers come on back, this will be done in 5. If the Celtics lose tomorrow, that series is done in 5. But I think in all honest opinion, what I think here is that I think the T-Wolves are going to win in 5 over the Warriors. If there's any lock to a team winning in 5, I would take Minnesota over Golden State based on just that's a major loss without Steph Curry for Golden State, and they lack so much scoring. I didn't stay up to watch the whole game last night because that game was late, but when I checked the box score, I was shocked to see Jimmy Butler with just 14 points. I think he attempted something like 7 total shot attempts in the game. Like, what is that? Like, just complete non-aggressiveness by Jimmy Butler last night. Like, you've shown that you can drop down to 40-point games before. You needed to score 40 points on Saturday to beat the T-Wolves. You got 33. You lost the game. And you lost by single digits in that game. And Jimmy just can't drop 40 anymore. I think Father Time is caught up a little bit more to Jimmy Butler, and he just cannot drop down 40 like he used to. Yeah, Pajemski just can't get anything on the Pajemski. Draymond Green, I can't believe that Golden State's debating whether or not to trade Draymond Green. Like, he does nothing in terms of offense. He's so limited offensively for Draymond Green. Like, he'll get into the minds of other players and stuff like that and talk trash and be tough, but if there's a trade package that for Golden State that is able to acquire Giannis for Draymond Green in that trade package plus other players in a heartbeat right there for Golden State, they should do that. Man, sorry to hear that for you, Woody. Yeah, sorry to hear that, bud. Yeah, Tatum's probably going to be out all of next season. Just devastating, really devastating. My thoughts and prayers out there to a speedy recovery for my man Jason Tatum. Just terrible, terrible. Right in the middle of his prime, too. 27 years old. It's just so devastating. And it's like an altering, really just an altering injury to the franchise. That last year they were at the mountaintop winning the championship, and it looks like yesterday was rock bottom to the future. Like, tomorrow's a huge game for Jaylen Brown. If Jaylen Brown doesn't come out tomorrow, there might be some big changes in the offseason for him. Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, those 3 guys. A lot of trade rumors. It's a big time audition tomorrow for the future for the Celtics, especially Jaylen Brown. For him, I gotta see, because Tatum's missing, I gotta see a 30, 35, 40 piece out of Jaylen Brown tomorrow without 5 or 6 plus turnovers in the mix. That's what I have to see out of him. He's got more turnovers than assists in this entire playoffs. Turnover here by Ben Shepherd up the floor. Cleveland by 14. Mitchell got stripped, lost it. Siakam with a steal. Here goes McConnell. He circles around back to the perimeter. Outside to Siakam. Siakam, 15 in the shot clock. And away from the basketball. Personal foul charge to Mitchell. So this will stop the clock. 10:45 left to go in the second. Ron, welcome in. Cavs fan, thanks for joining in. We're just getting started tonight, 120 plus. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, definitely, man. It's just tragic for Deuce. I can only imagine like what his son must be going through. Just devastating, man. It was terrible when it happened yesterday. Siakam missed the layup, no good. I was so mad yesterday when it happened. It was in the midst of when they blew the 14-point lead as Cleveland throws this ball away out of bounds. This is getting to be a sloppy game right now. Back-to-back turnovers by the Cavs. I was so mad yesterday that they put the final score on the board, even though it wasn't final with 2:58 left to go when he went down. I was like, yeah, this game is done. Series is probably done. It's just devastating. Yeah, good point there by Woody. There's a psychological effect too. He's gonna be out of basketball for over a year. Just terrible for a guy that loves basketball and hooping. It's just what it does to your mind, like constant days of being in bed and just resting. For a guy that loves to get back in the gym, loves to play hoops. Just terrible. And it happened in a game that he dropped down 42, a game that it was just a majestic game yesterday for him, that it was one of the best playoff games of his career, one of the best games in all of his career. And it happened in that game, and it happened for him diving for a loose ball. Like, usually when we bring up the name Jason Tatum, as we have free throws here by Siakam. Siakam got it to go, plus the and one. When we bring up the name Jason Tatum, usually you don't think of him being the top option on the team diving out for loose balls. Like, those 50-50 balls, you think about guys in the past, like Marcus Smart with all the hustle, guys in the team currently, like Drew Holiday, Derek White. You look at those guys as guys that scrappy, that dive out for loose balls. But Jason Tatum was the one with 3 minutes left to go, game on the line, down by 9, they were down by 7 when they turned it over. A guy that dove out for that loose ball, and it cost them the rest of the playoffs and probably the next season or so. In a game that he was just amazing. Hook shot is good by Mobley. 17-point lead for Cleveland. Top and down low. Missed the layup. Got fouled over Strus. 2 free throws coming up here by Obi Toppin. Been a tough start for the Pacers so far today. And got to give credit to Cleveland. Their defense is really tightening up here. Two shots by Obi Toppin. The first one is good. Yo, welcome in, Vegas. Glad to have you back in, man. Just so tragic yesterday, man. Yeah, me, myself, if you're thinking about purchasing, like, a Celtics uniform coming up in, like, the next couple months or so, I would definitely recommend to hold off on that, because the whole roster is going to be in flux for next season. Because you don't know who's going to be there next year. There's a lot of uncertainty right now going into next season. Mobley saves it off to Garland. Garland shovel pass down low. Allen scores the layup, backdoor up and in off the backboard. 40-23 right now for Cleveland. Down to 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Looks like we're going to a game 6 if they keep it up. Nesmith on the 3. Oh, he got fouled. Aaron Nesmith, 3 free throws coming up at the line. It's on Garland, who picks up the shooting foul. Bad personal foul there by Garland. Opens up the opportunity right now for Indiana to start to see if they can mount a comeback. First free throw by Nesmith. That is off the mark, no good. Indiana with a well-off game currently. 8 for 27 shooting. 1 for 10 from 3, and just 8 for 13 at the free throw line. Yeah, I agree with that, Warren. I think all 3 of those guys, they're the top guys in trade rumors. It's a huge game for those 3 tomorrow. I'd say especially for both Jaylen Brown and Porzingis for tomorrow. Porzingis has been a no-show. He's been terrible on both sides of the floor in this playoffs. And Jaylen Brown's been a turnover machine for him. Nesmith buries 2 out of 3. I got to see a classic Jaylen Brown tomorrow night, because there's been so many playoff games that he's dropped down 35, 40-plus points in. I got to see that out of Jaylen Brown tomorrow. 15-point game right now. Attacking the paint. It is good with a right-hand layup by DeAndre Hunter. 42-25 Cleveland. Indiana going through the motions right now with their team. They're capable of much more. Halliburton at the top, forced out towards his left. Cross-court pass off to Mathurin. Mathurin, bounce pass into the hands to Turner. Over to Halliburton, bounce pass, missed the mark. A Turner, that's out of bounds. It's a turnover. Yeah, I agree, Vegas. It's probably going to be KP more so because you don't know what you're going to get out of Porzingis if he's going to be playing like these next couple of years, staying healthy for him. We're going to go to a timeout right now. 42-25 to score, Carly, as the Pacers burn a timeout. Man, Pacers offense tonight is all out of sorts here, Carly. Jeffrey, welcome back in. Sorry to hear about your loss there, man. Close battle though, 4-1. That's not that bad of a loss there, but hopefully your team able to bounce back during the next one. Yeah, your team played a much better game than the Red Sox yesterday. Oof. What a bad night last night for Boston sports. Ugh. Yeah, best of luck coming up on your game on Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow night, by the way, covering Celtics against Knicks, game number 5 of the series. And I'm praying that we get these games as deep as possible. I am praying that we get deep round playoff games. Because I don't want to see these games end in 5 for like multiple series matchups. If there is one to end in 5, I'm taking T-Wolves to close it out against Golden State. Yeah, Cleveland looks like a totally different team tonight, right now. I think I heard some good signs about Sam Hauser going into tonight, or tomorrow night. I think I heard probable for him. I'll double check on that. Yeah, we were like the first ones out here to like break the news last night about the injury. Like we knew like at the very end of the stream that it was an Achilles. It wasn't reported until like 4 o'clock this afternoon that it was an Achilles. I looked up here on Twitter at the end of my stream. There were 2 doctors. One of them was at the sports doc, Dr. Evan Jeffries. And he put it out on Twitter. Also, give credit to this YouTuber, Dr. Brian Suter. Like, after, like, a player gets hurt or so, he posts, like, within seconds, within minutes of, he posted Steph Curry, Tatum, Anthony Edwards. He posted before Edwards came back in the second half. So he posted at halftime, right after Edwards went down, and he put out in a video that he wasn't sure if he'll be back in for the second half or so. Looks like a pretty bad injury, and Edwards was back in the third quarter. Like, just an incredible YouTube channel to stay in the know with the content for like sports injuries is Dr. Brian Suter. Like he covers like basically all the big games. Like he must watch like all these games and be on like watch alert if there's an injury that happens, and then he posts the video up like ASAP about it. And he does it for the NFL, I believe, too. So he does it for the NFL, but mostly NBA. Sam Hauser probable tomorrow with a right ankle sprain, so that's good. He was questionable previous to that and doubtful previous to that, so he has been upgraded to probable for tomorrow. So yeah, they're going to need everybody. Back to action. Mobley at the top, dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim. A runner, no good. Got fouled by Toppin. 2 free throws coming up. Yeah, I agree there, Keith. It seems like Jaylen Brown's still dealing with his knee injury. Yeah, Pritchard is going to be a big beneficiary for an uptick in minutes and an uptick in scoring for Pritchard. Like, here's his opportunity right now to become a full-time starter for Pritchard. Like, this is a great opportunity for him because a lot of people are saying trade Pritchard because he'd be a starter, and like all the other teams, the Celtics are so deep. And now here's the chance for Pritchard. Next man up mentality. Oh, wow. Positive sign there from Ice Ice Baby. Sorry to hear about that your niece went through that, but that's a positive sign that your niece is balling out in college right there. Second free throw is good. At the line for Cleveland. This is a blowout here, Carly. 19-point game. Indiana out of sorts offensively. 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Halliburton at the right wing perimeter. Halliburton off the screen set by Tartar. Step back three in the air by Hallie. He's got it. Bang for the perimeter by Tyrese Halliburton. Really needed that shot to get dropped there. 44-28 the score now, and another foul charge the Pacers away from the basketball. And this has been a choppy game here, Carly. Bounce pass off to the corner by Hunter. Intercepted by Nembhard. Nembhard has it up the floor. Nembhard out to the low block. Siakam up fake. Siakam sends it outside to Nesmith. Nesmith dribbles up to the right wing. Slides it off to his left to Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Nesmith jacks up the three. Off the rim. Short tipped up in the air. Rebound. Tracked down by Nesmith. Bodies collide as we get the scrum for the basketball. Loose at the bounces off the Pacers. Man, what hustle right there by Cleveland. Evan Mobley able to disrupt that ball at the baseline. Tapped it right over an Indiana player and out. Darius Garland looks like he's a little bit shaken up right now. He had been dealing with that toe injury coming into the playoffs, and he was jogging a little bit before that, trying to shake things off, but he gets the inbound. 16-point game. Garland crosses midcourt. Garland, the celery's downhill to the rim. Dump off. Huge rejection as Miles Turner denies Jared Allen at the rim. Here they go for the Pacers up the floor. Bang, bang. It is good on a three by Aaron Nesmith. This could flip the switch in the game right here. 44-31. The swat and then the transition three. What a play by Miles Turner. Turner with a block on Allen, rejecting him at the rim, and then the fast break transition points. That's what the Pacers are known for. Spreading out the floor, and Aaron Nesmith, red hot right there from the perimeter. That's a massive shot. Massive shot by Nesmith. They have been struggling to find their threes throughout this game, and they just buried one. 7:02 left to go before halftime. Nesmith up to now 7 points. He is the leading scorer for Indiana. So he's got 7, 6 by Nembhard, 5 by Halliburton, Siakam with 5. Turner's only got 1 right now. And then for the Cavs, 14 by Mobley, 13 by Mitchell. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Finally, the Pacers starting to come alive right here. They cut it down to 13. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people just hate on Jason Tatum, and it's cause like his type personality. He's like the opposite from like Ant-Man, but just so talented. Just doesn't have that type of personality like guys like Ant-Man or like Draymond Green, like a player that's gonna talk trash to their opponents or so. He just puts in the work, makes tough bucket after tough bucket, and the results pay off. And last night, he was drilling shot after shot after shot. He made 7 threes yesterday, which is insane. Having a 6'9" guy drill 7 threes and hand in the face, contested J after contested J sticks the shot. Just incredible shot making yesterday. He was playing out of this world for him. Like, that's top 5 level Tatum, how he was playing yesterday. But then there is sometimes that the ball does stop with him, or his shot selection does get poor or so, and he does have trouble knocking down shots when he takes like some really tough shots or so, but still, these playoff games, you like all these playoff games, you can't win specifically by ball movement and open jumpers. Like sometimes the defenses are gonna tighten right up, and you need to win games by attempting tough shots and sticking tough shots. And Tatum showed that yesterday. Like he showed that. He showed that in the 3 games against the Magic that he bounced back after the wrist injury. Games 3, 4, and 5. He was making big time bucket after big time bucket. And you got to have a superstar player show up and win you games, and he did that in those 3 games against the Magic in the previous series. Yeah, 92% of the games he played in his career. Like, that's unheard of nowadays with, like, the years leading up to, like, the previous couple of years with load management. And now load management's been less of a factor because you have to qualify for a certain amount of games to make, like, all NBA. And so the NBA has started to crack down on that because that was an issue last couple of years ago or so, that players were just resting, especially when it came down to national TV games. Like, it wasn't fair for the fans. The fans would spend all this money on the ticket prices, and then they wanted to see their superstar player play, and then they're seeing a bunch of guys that they didn't expect to play in their whole lineup resting for that game. First free throw is good by the Cavs. 45-31. Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line. Just hit the first one. Second one by Mitchell is good. 46-31 now for Cleveland. Pacers with possession. Nembhard on the floor. Turner, Siakam, Nesmith, and Tyrese Halliburton. Andrew Nembhard at the top of the key. Finds an opening. Jacks up the 3. Swash! Nembhard buries the triple from downtown. 12-point game right now. Cavs with possession left to right on the floor. Mitchell on the court with Allen, Dean Wade, DeAndre Hunter, Isaac Okoro's miss the 3, no good by Mitchell. The tip in response right back there, though, by Dean Wade. Nembhard at the right baseline. Nembhard circles around, outside finds Nesmith. Nesmith around the perimeter, dribbles up, defended by Mitchell. Right baseline, dribble Nesmith, turnaround jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Good 2 by Aaron Nesmith. He has really transformed extremely well. A lot of these guys come to Indiana to rejuvenate their career. Aaron Nesmith is one of the guys right now, and he was a former Celtic as well. Former Celtic and fitting really, really well into the system for the Pacers currently. Deflected pass, middle of the pack, picked up by Nesmith as we have a loose ball foul here on the floor. Siakam and Hunter tangled up. It's on Hunter. So DeAndre Hunter called in a loose ball foul. Indiana now on a bonus as well. That's their 5th in the quarter. So the Pacers going to have free throws coming up. Pacers trying to head back in this game right now. They're down by 12. 2 free throws to get themselves winning 10 if Siakam makes them. First shot by Siakam. It's good. This Pacers team came back down by 20. So they've already proved that they can come back down by 20. And right now they cut it winning 10. 48-38 with 5:44 left to go before halftime. It's a 13-4 run by the Pacers. So they have really struggled at generating their offense. But now they're starting to click here currently. The Cavs in some issues and foul trouble. Cleveland with possession. Mitchell around the perimeter as we get an offensive foul charge to Dean Wade for Cleveland. Wow, momentum going in the opposite favor right now. Dean Wade holding up Andrew Nembhard around the perimeter. Pacers going to have the possession of the basketball coming up right now. Pepe, thanks for joining in. 5.5 left to go before halftime. Pacers with possession, attacking a paint, blocked out of bounds by Allen. Or no, that was out of bounds off the side of the glass by Siakam. So check that. That was out of bounds off of Siakam. So Allen didn't get a fingertip on that ball and block it. Cavs with possession, 10-point lead. Garland at the top of the key. Garland crossover, working on Nembhard towards his left around the perimeter. Garland a three straight away, missed off the rim, no good. Halliburton secures the defensive rebound up the floor off to Nembhard. Nembhard circles around the key, finds Halliburton. Halliburton drives, attacks, lob. Tartar down low. Tartar goes up. Tartar no good, missed the shot. And the rebound secured by Dean Wade for the Cavs. 5 minutes left to go before half. Mitchell towards his right around the perimeter. Sends it off to Mobley, back outside to Mitchell. Mitchell crossover, jumper deep two, off the rim, short. Rebound secured by Nembhard. Pacers still down by 10, looking to see if they can close the gap. Siakam around the perimeter. 15 in the shot clock, into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton open three. He hits it. Tyrese Halliburton, a laser from the perimeters. They found a gap. They found an opening, and Hallie drills the triple. It's a 7-point game. Timeout on the floor taken by Cleveland. 48-41. Here comes the Pacers on a 16-4 run in the last 4.5 minutes. Indiana showing signs of life right now. 4:36 left to go before halftime, and it's only down to 7. This 7-point lead is nothing. This 7-point deficit is nothing for Indiana. They can score so quick for them. Yeah, he already underwent surgery today, so it was a successful surgery. Torn right Achilles tendon, just devastating. It's going to be a long rehab to get back. Like, this is an injury that you don't want to rush, so he probably won't be back until October of 2026, most likely. Yes, Jay Williams, former Duke Blue Devil. I heard Jay Williams, he had a crazy take about Cooper Flagg. He said if you're Nico Harrison in the Dallas Mavericks, you trade Cooper Flagg to the Bucks for Giannis. So that's what Jay Williams put out there. You trade Cooper Flagg, the number 1 pick, for Giannis, and you pair up Giannis with AD and Kyrie. If the Mavs did that, then they're not going to be set till, 2040. They're going to be set until around 2040 with Cooper Flagg for, the next 15 years or so. It's crazy that 15 years from now is 2040. 50-41. Tippin was good at the rim by Cleveland. 4:10 left to go. Halliburton, a rainbow and a three. He splashes it. 50-44. It's only a 6-point game. What's good? Welcome in from Canada. Appreciate Luis in the stream. Jay, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining in, brother. Garland attacks inside the paint, down low, scoop and score, up and in off the backboard with a layup. Pass midcourt with the Pacers here. Nembhard, spin cycle, attacks at the right elbow, dribbles back out to the perimeter into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton starting to become aggressive, finds Nembhard at the wing. Nembhard, cross-court pass, Halliburton. Halliburton launches the three, Tyrese Halliburton swishes another three. Creeping up again, 52-47. These twos by the Cavs keep on being traded for threes by the Pacers as Indiana picks up a foul by Siakam, reaching in just past midcourt. Yeah, he might be going to Golden State for Giannis. I was thinking Houston, but according to some of the stuff that I was reading about Giannis's preferences, Giannis looks like there was a report saying that he might want to go to a tax-free state, so that could be Houston. San Antonio, Dallas is in that mix as well because Texas is one of the very few tax-free states. As the three-point shot was missed, ripped away out of bounds off of Turner, it's going to stay Cavs basketball. But I feel like you got to surround Giannis with shooters. There's no better way than do that than to have him team up with Steph Curry, Golden State. Got shooters on that team, Buddy Hield. Because Houston doesn't have knockdown shooters. That's going to be just an all like interior offensive team. That team is dreadful from three. Garland crossover at the wing, dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim on Shepherd. Got the ball pulled loose, turnover into the hands of Siakam with a steal. Siakam up the floor finds Ben Shepherd. Back to the top to Nembhard. Nembhard off to his right to Shepherd. Lob goes to the elbow. Siakam downhill. Siakam to the rim. He scores. Up it off the backboard. It's a 3-point game right now all of a sudden. 52-49. The Pacers were trailing as many by 19 at one point. They have cut it down to 3. Yeah, so Salvador is my full name, Woody. So it's Salvador. So it's actually not Salvatore or Salvatore. Yeah, so my dad's side is Mexican. My grandfather came from Mexico back in like I think the 30s or 40s. And then my mom's side is Portuguese. I think they're like Azorian Portuguese. Because there's different Portuguese. There's like Brazilian Portuguese. There's Portuguese from the mainland. And then there's Azorian Portuguese. And a lot of Azorian Portuguese are immigrated to like the southern New England area where I am. It's going to be free throws here at the line coming up for Jared Allen for Cleveland. Down to 2:13 left. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Siakam. Only a 4-point game right now. They were down by 19 for Indiana, crossing midcourt for the Pacers. Halliburton. Edge of the midcourt logo defended by Garland. Halliburton dribbles up to the left wing. Halliburton slides it across the floor. Nesmith catching fire 3. Nesmith no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Get the offensive rebound. Jumper mid-range off the back rim no good. Mitchell with a defensive rebound. Cavs with possession. Minute 50 left to go. Mitchell off to his right. Garland has possession. 12 in the timer. Darius Garland's going to slow it down right now for Cleveland. Garland guarded by Halliburton at the top. Towards his left. Finds an opening. Shoots the 3. Off the rim. No good. Tipped up to the corner. And Halliburton controls the defensive rebound. Here goes the Pacers. Start to play with their style and their pace as of recently. Nembhard at the top. The guards have started to pop off in this game, especially Halliburton. Halliburton, a ridiculous 3, and he sinks it. It's a 34-footer for Tyrese Halliburton, hitting to the bottom. 1-point game right now, 53-52, a 17-point first half by Halliburton, as the Cavs respond right on back. Okoro with a runner for 2. Final minute left to go in the first. Pacers right in this game. Halliburton at the right wing. Behind his back off to Siakam. Hand off Halliburton. Halliburton knew that he was due for a big game here. Driving. Downhill. Kick by Turner to the corner. Siakam. Baseline jumper deep 2. Off the rim. No good. Mitchell with a defensive rebound. 3-point game right now. Cavs with possession, as they have succumbed a 19-point lead. Mitchell going up, got bumped into and fouled. And he's in the bonus. He'll have 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line. What a game. Resilient every single step of the way for the Indiana Pacers. They can just never be put away. So much speed, so much scoring, so much floor spacing. And they are once again on rapid fire in the second quarter. After a 19-point first quarter, they have dropped down 33 in the second quarter. 2 free throws here by Mitchell. First one is good. Hey, what's good? John in the stream. Welcome in. Joe, welcome back in here, bud. Yes, I saw that those videos you sent out to me today. The ones of Larry Bird there. And yeah, Curry with a full court shot as well. 200 plus watching. This game's getting interesting. If you enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, type in the chat who you guys like to win tonight here, Pacers or Cavs. Second free throw was missed by Mitchell. 28 seconds left to go before halftime. Pacers with possession, down by just 4. Tyrese Halliburton defended by Isaac Okoro at the top of the key. Halliburton Towards his right, switch defended by Garland. 7 in the timer, 10-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out. Going to halftime, Halliburton lost the dribble, the basketball off his shoe, dove on top of it, got tied up with a Coro as the clock will stop with 10.5. Jason Tatum suffered a ruptured Achilles last night, so he's done for the playoffs, and he's done most likely for the entire season next year. Just terrible. Yeah, just devastating. Thoughts and prayers out to Jason Tatum, a speedy recovery. It was terrible, terrible. Just absolutely speechless, heartbroken. Just atrocious. He had an incredible game last night, too. It just goes to show that life can just alter in a flash. Like 1 year ago, the Celtics were at the top of the mountain winning the championship, and then yesterday they just hit rock bottom. And their franchise player suffered what could be a career-altering injury. It's going to keep him out for the entire season next year. So Tatum hopefully should come back. He should come back for him, but it's going to be probably October 2026 most likely. This jump ball off the tie-up got tipped up by Cleveland. Final possession to go before halftime. Mitchell, jumper on the 3, left it short off the rim. Nesmith with a rebound at the buzzer. And we close out going to halftime. The Pacers with all the momentum entering half number 2. 33-25 advantage by Indiana in the second quarter after scoring just 19 points in the first quarter. The Pacers, which trailed by 19 points, have found their groove and they've cut it to 4. 56-52 going into halftime. Indiana with signs of life. Wow, this Pacers team can just not be put away. So many moving pieces. They come at you in waves. And it's been impressive today by their guards, especially Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton's been awesome tonight. He's been aggressive. He's found open shots. He's making open shots. 17 points by Halliburton. 5 for 6 from the floor. Every single shot he's made has been from 3. 5 made threes in the first half. 9 points by Siakam. 9 points by Nesmith. 9 points by Nembhard in the first half. Miles Turner with just a point. If he steps up, then Indiana could flip the switch and win this game in their direction. Miles Turner, +7, leads all players on the floor. He's done it with 2 blocks tonight. And on the other side, Cleveland, led by 2 guys. Donovan Mitchell with 16, 14 points by Evan Mobley. But just going to need other players to step up. Darius Garland, 4 points for him. Ty Jerome, what happened? Ty Jerome not playing tonight. I have to go to the injury report about this. I'm going to see if there's any reason why Ty Jerome's not playing tonight. He's completely out of the rotation. Averaging 3.7 points per game, 2.7 turnovers per game, and 16% from the floor in the last 3 games in the series for Ty Jerome. Yeah, so he's available tonight. He's completely removed out of the rotation. So Ty Jerome in the entire first half, who averaged 16 points per game against the Heat, completely got removed from the rotation for the Cavs tonight. So the Cavs have gone with just a 3-man rotation. Pacers keep on pounding out like a 12-man rotation. Pacers going to win this game because of their depth. They come at this team in waves. If guys like Mathurin start to go off, Ben Shepherd hits a couple shots coming off the bench, Obi Toppin gets a couple putbacks and explosive dunks, TJ McConnell, if he racks up more assists coming off the bench, and then if Miles Turner starts to get going and starts to get himself moving in the right direction offensively in half number 2, the Pacers are going to win this game because they're getting a great game out of Halliburton. Like, the Pacers won these games of the series And even the last game, they didn't get a great offensive game out of Halliburton, and they still beat the Cavs by a hefty margin. They still beat the Cavs without Mathurin. He got ejected. He had no points during the last game. This is not a good sign for Cleveland right now. That it all depends on Darius Garland. They're playing just an 8-man rotation. You can see the speed of the Pacers has caught up to the Cavs. And as time and time goes throughout the course of this game, Indiana's just going to catch up and take over. Because a 19-point lead has dwindled down to 4. And there's just not enough depth on this Cavs team as they've gone with just a thin rotation to keep up with the Pacers. Yeah, I'm afraid that next year the Celtics are probably going to be a back-end playoff team for them. Probably going to be like an Eastern Conference middle of the pack team or so, like a 7 or an 8 seed, like a team that's probably going to be like 42-40 or something, like hovering around 500 next year. Because I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason. There's a lot of uncertainty, like who they're going to trade for, who's going to be traded, if Porzingis stays, if he's going to be available for the full season. There's a lot of question marks. Really a lot of question marks right now going into next season. I think it's going to be very similar to that year 4 years ago when they were the 7 seed against Brooklyn and lost in 5 in the first round. They did not have a good year that year. They had Evan Fournier, Vincent Poirier, Shemi Ojeleye, I think, was on that team. Gershon Yabusele got cut the year before. Yeah, probably a play-in team for next year, honestly. Because you can't really rely on Porzingis to be healthy for a full season. Plus, who knows who's going to get traded. If it is Porzingis, and who they're going to trade for. So there's a lot of question marks right now. I hope so. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a huge game for Jaylen Brown. I hope Jaylen Brown comes out and drops 40 tomorrow and leads his team to win. Tomorrow's a massive, massive game in terms of decision-making for the franchise for Jaylen Brown. If Jaylen Brown comes out, scores like 10 points, has 6 turnovers, then a lot of chatter on social media is going to be trade JB. That's all that the executives, that's all that Brad Stevens and the new owners are going to hear in the offseason. Is if Jaylen Brown comes out, has another dud, it's going to be a lot of trade JB in the offseason. My belief is that one bad series shouldn't work against the player, especially a guy who's dealing with knee injuries right now. One bad series shouldn't affect him. You give this man a full off season to clear his mind and start to get rest and start to get his mind back in order and recharge the batteries. And I think that things can be much better in the future, instead of a lot of like negativity that's going to be on social media if Jaylen Brown comes out and pulls off another dud tomorrow and turns it over 6 times. If the Cavs are knocked out today, we'll need to be a good regular season team like this year. Yeah, they've been known as the regular season team for Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland's still going to be like the top team in the East next year, but I'm still going to think of them as the regular season team until they start to like go to the conference finals in the playoffs. Like, they're kind of reminding me of the Phoenix Suns for them from a couple years back. Like a good team in the regular season, but when playoff time comes around, they just don't have it in the playoffs. I agree there. Yeah, Paradise Lost spot on with Derek White. I think Derek White's bound to have a huge breakout year next year. Like 23, 24, 25 point per game score for Derek White next year. So is Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard's going to have a huge season next year too. Yeah, I agree about that, Vegas. 82 games in the season. See, once we get into like the injuries start to take a toll around like February to late October. Yeah, to late October. Yeah, football's in full swing. Baseball is in the postseason and the World Series or conference the league pennant into the World Series by that time, which that's a big conflict there. The NASCAR playoffs are around that time as well in early November. Um, Hockey started up too at that time. I think if basketball waits for baseball to finish up in the postseason and starts off like early November, like that when college hoops usually starts up. Like both start around like the same time with one another. Like college basketball starts in early November. That would help out reduce the games to the schedule, which we'd be able to see these stars in the playoffs because by the time you get to like the middle of the playoffs, it's like the minutes start to take a toll. Like these poor players, like the guys that's getting hurt, it's because of like too much stress on them and too much minutes. Like somebody made an interesting point. I think it was a doctor on Twitter. There's been like a correlation between these like injuries with like Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum. The correlation is that they've been under more minute stress for them. So Jason Tatum's receiving a higher dose of minutes. So did Steph Curry, and so did Damian Lillard once he came back for the playoffs. And that minute increase in stress increased the probability of those injuries that those guys had. And that could have been helped out and it could have been prevented if the Celtics had played a deeper roster. I'm kind of shocked that Joe Mazzulla only went with like an 8-man rotation throughout these playoffs. Like we were seeing impacts this season on the guys like Kada and Torrey Craig, Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman. Those guys gave positive impacts time to time, and it was unfortunate that he didn't play any of those guys in the playoffs, whereas we see a fully healthy Pacers team right now because they go 12 guys deep and they're rotating and rotating and rotating, and that's going to prevent injuries from happening because they got players that's fresh. They got guys that's averaging around like 28 minutes per game. They don't got guys that's playing 40 minutes per game on their team for the Pacers, and they're doing the right thing in my honest opinion right now. Tonight the Pacers have played 11 different players tonight for them. So they're benefiting a ton because they played 11 different guys, whereas Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell with an injury, receiving a bunch of minutes, trying to carry the team on his back, and he's out there playing a team-high 19 minutes in the first half, trying to carry his team on his back. So I think that's part of the problem, too, is that they really, these head coaches really need to start building the depth. I know there's specific matchups and stuff that you look for, but you got players in the roster for a reason, and you gotta use them from time to time, even if it's a minute or so. Just use these guys to give them a chance and see how they fare in this matchup. Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I heard that he I think he does stuff at MIT for some sort of like space type of course that he does. That's awesome. He's so smart. Graduated from UC Berkeley. Yeah. Hey, have a nice night, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining in, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, based on what I'm seeing in terms of depth, I'm seeing the Pacers against the Thunder in the finals. I had the Thunder right from the start. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out of the West. It might not be the Thunder. The Nuggets might shock the Thunder. That series is tied right now. And it's been a legendary playoffs out of Anthony Edwards. It might be Minnesota. That would be some big-time popcorn finals if Minnesota gets there. Like, Ant-Man is just completely built different. Like, it's such a joy to watch this man in the playoffs. Like, he's incredible. Just, that boy is built different, plays different, and just better than everybody else in the series matchups that he's playing against. I think I might have missed it there, Jeffrey. So yeah, I saw that your team lost 4-1 today. You got a game on Thursday. Yeah, I might have missed that one in the chat there though. So I was swapping between chat and here, last couple minutes or so. Anastasia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. James in the stream, welcome aboard. Type in the chat who you guys want to win here tonight. Cavs in a must-win game for Cleveland, or Indiana. Been the underdog throughout the course of the playoffs. What a story for the Pacers this year. Most underrated team in a very, very long time. This is like the most underrated 4 seed in a very long time in the playoffs. They're playing some of the third quarter. They're playing some of the best basketball since the start of the new year. They started off the first month of the season. They were like in 11th or 12th place. Oh, that's awesome. Autographed baseball there. Cold Air Man. So, for my prediction, I've got the Pacers to win this one. I'm really hoping like a Game 6 and a Game 7 out of this series. But in my honest opinion, I've got the Pacers because of their depth. Right now, they've gone through an 11-man rotation. Cavs were just 8. Yeah, I probably don't think it's going to be the Heat because that might be a step down from Milwaukee or like a similar step. Because Giannis is going to be playing with like nobody from Miami. They would have to trade away Bam Adebayo most likely. If they keep Tyler Hero, that would be like the only good player that he play with. So I would see that as a no most likely for the Heat because Giannis wants to win a championship, and unless the Heat's able to swing in a trade and be able to convince Giannis to go there, it would have to be after a first trade gets made to secure like another like key player or so. I think it's going to be really difficult because they just don't have enough good players. He wants to be surrounded by great players. I heard something that Giannis wants to be surrounded with another superstar player, and that would point all fingers at Oklahoma City because they get the assets to give up, and he'd play alongside SGA, which they'd be unstoppable. Those are 2 30-point scores that would play alongside each other. Garland splints right through the middle of the defense, scores the easiest layup of the playoffs. Timeout taken by Rick Carlisle as he is unhappy and not pleased with his defense right there. 60-52 as we take the first timeout a minute into the third quarter. Oof. That was tough defense by Indiana. Just nobody inside the paint. Just an easy layup line for Darius Garland taking it the distance. Yeah, I thought it would be Houston, but based on like the lack of like perimeter shooters in the he would put that Houston team over the top because they finished in second place and they need a superstar player. But according to what I hear, Giannis wants to be paired with another star player, which would trend towards Oklahoma City as being like the top suitor for Giannis. Yeah, so there's rumors out there that Giannis has reported preferences for a potential landing spot, which be being paired up with another top-tier star. Now, he might want big market and also a winning culture. That would point towards Golden State, which Golden State would have to move away from either Draymond Green or Jimmy Butler. I think the Celtics can win tomorrow night. I think it's going to be tough for them to battle back. It's going to be really difficult without Tatum to win 3 in a row. But I think they can win tonight. What I hope that they do is take it one game at a time. Just take it one game at a time. Focus day by day, minute by minute. Just take it one at a time. And then if they win one, then we'll see if they can win 2. You can't count anybody out until they're out. So that's what's great about the playoffs, is that the Celtics ain't out until they're out. So you can't count them out just yet. There's still a game that has to be played, and you never know. You never know if the Knicks are going to choke it away like Doc Rivers and the Clippers did in the bubble against Denver. You never know. I would highly doubt that, especially with a work ethic of that grinded-out type of Knicks team, but you don't know. Yeah, Draymond Green is a no-show, no help to your offense for Golden State. Like, it's bad. Like, there's very few players that get compared to, like, Ben Simmons, like guys that just can't score the ball. This is Draymond Green is getting up there. This is like a 6-point per game score that reached his peak scoring 18 in game 1. But with minimal offense, like he can't get anything. Like it's just such anemic offensively that he does. It just nothing is there offensively for him. Nothing to be admired with his offense. 60-52 right now as we get back to action. 11 minutes left to go in the third. Pacers hanging in right now. Pacers left to right on the floor. Nembhard on the floor with Turner, Siakam, Halliburton, and Nesmith as Nembhard gets bumped into by Garland, who picks up the reach and foul. We got 2:15 watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well to be a part here on the stream. They got Max Strus, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley, the 5 on the floor currently to start off this third quarter for Cleveland. Pass got deflected around the perimeter, picked off by Mitchell with a steal, and he scores. Or no, he doesn't. He missed the layup, and it went out of bounds, deflected off Turner. Holy smokes, how do you blow an open layup? Donovan Mitchell thought that he had an easy layup, and Miles Turner got a piece of that basketball, and then Nembhard came in and swooped it off the deflection out of bounds. And Mitchell thought he had a clear layup, so he slowed down his dribble at the end, and then Turner, all hustle, came in from behind and came up with a block. That's a massive miss, too, right there. If they can't score off this possession, remember this possession for Cleveland at the end of this game. If they do end up losing, they're going to have to score 2 out of this. If it's 3, it's even better. Garland dribbles, drives down the lane inside, and they turn it over. Remember that possession there. Mitchell should have had an open layup instead. Slowed his dribble, and then off the inbound, they just turned it over. Turner, bouncing bodies. Turner, up fake. Outside to the top off to Halliburton. Turner called an offensive foul. Shoving off there inside the key. It's a turnover by the Pacers. Cavs back with a possession. 10 turnovers by Indiana, 9 by Cleveland. It's been really choppy so far in terms of stoppages with turnovers. Quarter 3, Max Strus, no good. Put back by Mitchell, no good as well as he went down. He's out of the play. Carly gets back up on his feet, though. 5-4 for the Pacers. Mitchell back on the defensive side of the floor. Neesmith, lob off to Turner, to the middle. Turnaround jumper, connects on it. It's a 6-point game, 60-54. Starting to utilize Miles Turner off the zone defense in the middle. Allen swings it out left corner. Outside of Mobley. He takes the three over Turner. Evan Mobley connects on it. 9-point lead for Indiana. Or a 9-point lead for Cleveland. Cleveland that is over Indiana. 63-54. That was a big three by Mobley. Pacers with possession. Nembhard at the left wing. Nembhard looking across the floor. Halliburton's had a great game. This time it goes to Siakam just next to Halliburton. Now into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton at the top, guarded by Strus. Halliburton, step back three in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Mobley secures the defensive rebound. Yeah, Ty Jerome hasn't even played tonight. He has completely been removed from the rotation in this game, so he has not even stepped foot on the floor tonight. They've only gone with an 8-man rotation. Allen got blocked by Turner, tipped up to Neesmith with the basketball. Neesmith up the floor. Neesmith attacks the paint. Neesmith, and he scores up and off the backboard. Good for two. 63-56, 7-point game, making things interesting right now for the Pacers. Mobley slides it off to his right. The three taken straight away. Bricked off the back rim, no good by Mitchell. Long rebound secured for Indiana. Halliburton has it up the court. Halliburton off to his left. Siakam has an opening at the left wing. Siakam, entry pass down low. Turner gets fouled. Chopped up by Garland, and Darius Garland in some deep foul trouble right now. 63-59. That's his third. It seems more like 4, but that's actually 3. By Garland. Garland with 3, Strus with 3 for fouls. Pacers foul trouble is Nembhard with 3 and Toppin with 3. Inbound goes to Halliburton. Into the hands to Siakam. Back over to Halliburton around the perimeter. Halliburton over to Siakam. Straight away 3. Pascal Siakam drills it. It's a 4-point game. They just won't go away, will they? Cavs with possession. Garland dribbles, drives, right down the lane, inside over Neesmith, and he gets fouled. 2 free throws here coming up at the line for Darius Garland. Man, what a game. Pacers just keep on hanging in. Pascal Siakam doing a little bit of everything right now. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists currently. 2 free throws by Garland. First one is good. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in today for this one. Just play-by-play only. Cannot share the screen due to copyright. Second free throw. Around and out, missed by Garland. Pacers with possession. Nembhard at the top of the key. Slides it off to the corner into the hands to Halliburton. Back outside, Nembhard finds Halliburton. Halliburton up fake. Sidestep to his left with a 3. Tyrese Halliburton, bullseye from the perimeter. It's a 2-point game, 64-62. Tyrese Halliburton finding his rhythm. He has got 20 points with 6 made threes in this game. Corner 3 by Max Strus. Came off the rim. Short Turner collects the defensive rebound. Pacers with a chance to take the lead right now. Halliburton has it at the Rocket Arena logo. Halliburton spots up for the 32-footer. Missed off the rim. Short rebound secured by Strus. 7.5 left to go in the third. The Pacers right in this game, down by 2. Max Strus towards his right. Sends it off to Garland. Right baseline dribble. Garland elevates for the J. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Neesmith. Pacers defense really tightening up right now. Neesmith across the floor off to Siakam. Backs his way to the right baseline. Siakam fires it. Got deflected down low. Tipped out to the perimeter. Siakam saves it. Siakam jacks up the 3. Oh, he hits it. Pascal Siakam. Bang, bang, bang. The Pacers take the lead. 65-64. Timeout on the floor by Kenny Atkinson. Indiana, 11 men deep. The 1-point advantage. Wow. Humongous shot right there by Pascal Siakam from the wing. Tyrese Haliburton, Pascal Siakam, men of men tonight for the Pacers. A 19-point lead has evaporated and has turned into a 20-point swing with a 1-point lead by Indiana. Holy smokes. This Pacers team scored 19 points in the first quarter. They've already got 13 points in the first 4 minutes and 56 seconds of the third. The Cleveland Cavaliers, what's going to come back to bite them tonight is the inability to make a three. 2 for 15 from 3. The Pacers started off 0 for 5 from 3. The Cavs started off 0 for 6. And now the Pacers have taken off and soared up from 3. 11 for 25 from the perimeter by Indiana. 2 for 15 from 3 for Cleveland. Man, what an off game for Cleveland from 3. It's all about mental toughness here. This is all mental toughness for the Cavs right now. Number 1 seed, don't crack under pressure on your home floor. 34-7 at home. Top record in the East at 64-18. And man, they are cracking under pressure right now. Great regular season team, but the playoffs, it's another animal. And it looks like the lights are just too bright for this Cleveland Cavaliers team, that their rotation is way too thin going up against Cleveland. 8-man rotation for the Cavs, or 8-man rotation for Cleveland going up against the Pacers, that is. The Pacers, Indiana's gone with an 11-man rotation. There's just, the minutes are going to take a toll at some point, and that's what's happening right now. Cleveland's scoring output is dwindling by quarter. Indiana's scoring output is upping by quarter. It's a bad sign for Cleveland. This looks like the same exact ship as yesterday, where the Celtics were up by 14. They blew a 14-point lead, and then the Knicks were back and forth with the Celtics around the 7-minute mark and so on, remaining in the game in the third. Right now we're down to 7:04 in the third, and the Pacers, who are down by 19, have taken the lead. This is a bad sign for Cleveland right now, because they're losing traction offensively, whereas the Pacers are gaining traction. And the Pacers are rotating fresh bodies in there. The Cavs are banged up, they're injured, they're not. Not looking good for the Cavs. Miles Turner, plus 12 tonight, despite just 3 points. If he starts to score, the Cavs are in trouble. Miles Turner, 3 points. Obi Toppin with just 2. TJ McConnell, just 1 assist. Benedict Mathurin, just 2 points. Those are 4 players who can change in a flash and up their game once they check into the game. Pascal Siakam, 15 for him. Tyrese Haliburton, who has had some difficult games scoring tonight, he's got 20. And if they have 4 players more contribute the rest of this game, with Turner scoring, McConnell playmaking, Mathurin scoring, Toppin scoring, then yeah, the Cavs are toast. 65-64. Only 2 guys showed up tonight for Cleveland. 19 by Mobley, 16 by Mitchell. Mobley at the top of the key. Hand off to Max Strus. He has not showed up. 0 on the board for Max Strus, who has been a big disappointment in the playoffs in recent years. Tossed up boulders a couple years ago for the Heat in the playoffs in the conference finals against the Celtics. At the left wing, Haliburton sends it on top to Siakam. Outside Nembhard. Push pass corner. 3 by Nesmith. Before that, the Cavs pick up a reach and follow. Charge to Dean Wade around the perimeter. Ty Jerome, who was a top 10 player in the league in 6-man of the year conversation, has yet to play in this game. Completely out of the rotation. Pascal Siakam. You think that he's going to let the Pacers choke this game away now with a 3-point lead? No, he ain't not. One of the most underrated players in the entire league. He averaged over 24 points per game with the Raptors, playing second man behind Kawhi in the championship run in 2019. Buried the 2 to go up by 3. Right now, the Cavs in trouble. Deflected out of bounds off Indiana. 7 on the shot clock here for the Cavs. Yeah, looking like Pacers against Knicks. Inbound to Mobley at the corner. Off to Mitchell. Follow a three. Missed off the front rim. Offensive rebound by Strus. Strus got blocked from behind. Clean block there by Siakam. Pascal Siakam's taken over this game. Halliburton. Over to Neesmith. Bounce pass quarter three. Nembhard. That was a good look from the perimeter. No good. Siakam over the back on the foul. Siakam calling in the over the back right there. Pascal Siakam playing with a big time motor right now in this game, and the Cavs have no answer to stop that motor. Cleveland's got just two guys that showed up. 16 points by Mitchell on 3 for 15 shooting, that is. For Mitchell. Strus. Terrible. He's going to be in trade rumors in the offseason. Blew a wide open layup at the rim from point blank range. Nembhard, a bounce pass into the hands to Siakam. Max Strus just can't get it done in the playoffs, can he? Siakam puts the shot over Dean Wade, commits the foul. This is going to stop the clock here. 5:31 left to go. According to the refs, it's not on the shot, so the Pacers are going to get the inbound. Isaac Okoro checks in. Isaac Okoro will check into this game. Nembhard looking for the inbound, finds Halliburton. That's a 5-second call. It's a turnover. They couldn't inbound properly in the 5 seconds. So a massive turnover there by Indiana as Cleveland has the basketball. $5:29 left to go. Inbound in the backcourt for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell just 3 made shots. 3 for 15 from the floor. 0 for 7 from 3. Darius Garland just 7 points in an elimination game for his team tonight. Max Strus 0. 0 for 7 from the floor. Mobley been the best player on the floor offensively. Bricked the 3 at the right wing. Rebound secured by Siakam. Siakam on the floor with Halliburton, Neesmith, Nembhard, and Thomas Bryant. Kick out to the corner. Nembhard into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton dribbles up inside the key runner. Hallie connects on it. It's good for 2 with a teardrop by Tyrese Halliburton. 0 field goals made in a 5-second span right now for the Cavs. They're in trouble. Mobley goes to the rim. Mobley attacks the paint and is fouled. And he'll have free throws coming up. 2 shots here coming up at the line for Evan Mobley. The wheels looking like they have fallen off the Cavs all of a sudden. They have regressed. Quarter 1, 2, and 3 for Cleveland playing an 8-man rotation. Sheet. Oh, sheet. The Cavs are done. Donovan Mitchell heads towards the locker room. Oh, sheet. The Cavs are done as Mobley missed the first free throw. Donovan Mitchell heads towards the locker room. 69-64. Second free throw is good by Mobley. Evan Mobley is the only player to show up outside of Mitchell, who's been inefficient. 20 points by Mobley. Mitchell with 16. Everybody else with single digits. Garland with 7. Max Strus with Dick. Top of the key, Nembhard. Nembhard at the left wing perimeter. Gets right past Dean Wade. Shovel pass down low. Off fade. Bryant underneath. No good. Missed the shot. Rebound. Tipping over to Wade for the defensive rebound. Isaac Okoro on the floor with DeAndre Hunter, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland. Garland out to the corner. They sail out to the top. Deflected. Intercepted by Thomas. Bryant out to the races. And he soars up and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. 71-65. You can stick a fork in the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 17-2 run by the Pacers. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Cavs 8-man rotation. Pacers with 11 minutes taking a toll in the playoffs. Jared Allen, no good at the rim, missed the layup. Rebound ripped away by Toppin. Here goes the Pacers up the floor. Neesmith dribbles, drives right down the lane inside, missed it off the glass, no good. Rebound secured by the Cavs. Cleveland has yet to make a field goal in over 6 minutes. Garland tiptoes the baseline. Garland at the low block, slides it outside to Okoro. Hand off Garland. The lights look like they're too bright for Darius Garland. Out to the corner. Dean Wade in the three. It is Brick City. It's no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Toppin. Halliburton swings it out. Downhill to the cutter. And it's good for the two-hand jam by Thomas Bryant. 73-65, a Fuka Choka by the Cleveland Cavaliers, choking on a 19-point lead and swinging it in a 27-point swing for the Indiana Pacers, the number 1 seed, about to be knocked out of the playoffs. Unbelievable as we take the timeout on the floor. Pacers money line, plus 225, baby. Got it right here, right now. Told you so. Stick a fork in them, they're done. 8-man rotation. Best player in the team just went to the locker room. It ain't gonna work. Here's Sal the Statman's top 5 picks of the night. Number 1, right here, right now, with reasoning. You hear it first. It airs at WSAR 1480 AM in Fall River, Massachusetts, every single day, Monday through Friday on the Hurricane Sports Talk Show, 6 to 8. First line from my writing passage today. You can stick a fork in the Cavs. Awful body language. I don't see any mental toughness. Yeah, they look like they're defeated. Donovan Mitchell re-aggravated an ankle injury. He won't be able to save the Cavs tonight and drop down 40 like he did earlier on in this series. The Pacers keep on feeding off that underdog mentality. Indiana, they are red hot. Cleveland, they're banged up and stone cold. So expect this series to be done tonight in 5. 73-65. Cavs, loose ball, out of bounds, off of Cleveland. Turnover by the Cavs. Three minutes left to go. Pacers with possession, completely taking over this game right now. Halliburton at the left wing perimeter. Halliburton guarded around the outside by Ty Jerome, who has looked completely lost in this series. Halliburton gets right past Jerome and takes it right to the rim and scores. Up and in, it's good for 2. It's a 7-minute scoring drought for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And finally, they answer the bell with Ty Jerome. He buries a 3. That stops a 7-minute and 12-second scoring drought. Indiana with a possession. Halliburton at the right wing, slides it off to his left to Mathurin. Mathurin yet to get going. I bet that he does in the final. 2:15 plus in the third quarter into the fourth quarter. Top in, dump off. Underneath is a slam dunk shoved down by Thomas Bryant. 77-68. You can stick a fork in the Cavs. It is surely over right now. This game is over. Cleveland is going to be taken out in 5. We're down to 2 minutes left to go in the third. Crossing midcourt with Garland. Garland dribbles up to the left wing. Garland drives downhill. Garland missed the layup, no good over Bryant. Rebound controlled by Toppin. Toppin surges right out of the pack. Toppin, Euro step, right past Ty Jerome and scores. Plus the foul. Ty Jerome, unplayable in the playoffs. Holy smokes, we are seeing a player with a major asterisk in the regular season right next to him. A regular season player for luck this season by Ty Jerome. No way he's going to duplicate that type of season ever again in his career. Most likely, this season came with an asterisk. Free throw by Toppin. Free throw is good, 80-68. Minute 35 left to go. Jerome lost the handle in the backcourt. Got it away off to Strus in time. Strus sends it over to Allen. Max Strus might be traded very, very soon in the offseason. Jumper, no good. Skipped around the rim by Hunter. Rebound ripped away by Ben Shepherd. Pacers up by 12 with possession. Mathurin off to the corner to the hands to top, and they slide it off to the left wing. Shepherd, hand off to McConnell. McConnell on the outside finds Mathurin. The right baseline dribble. Mathurin sneaks around. Missed the layup. A little bit too strong right there off the glasses. We're down to the final minute left to go in the third. Jerome at the top. He takes the three and he buries it. 80-71. There's a big three coming off the bench by Jerome as Mitchell right now is on the bench. It's a 9-point game. Timeout by the Pacers. Minute 6 left to go in the third. What in the world is going on with the Cavs here? I just don't see that it factor. I just don't see that killer instinct by this Cleveland team. This Pacers team had just 19 points in the first quarter, and they have surged ever since. Damn. Every single year with Donovan Mitchell, man, the second round is cursed. Second round is cursed. Absolutely cursed with Mitchell, whoever has him on their team. I remember a couple of years ago, the Utah Jazz were a 1 seed. They got bounced out in the first round with him. $80-71 right now as we come back to action. Ty Jerome at 2 minutes, 6 points, back-to-back made threes, helping out the cause right there. He did not play in the entire first half as he got removed out of the rotation. But Donovan Mitchell went to the locker room. He came in, made 2 big threes, cut it to 9. We get back to action. McConnell on the floor with it. Nembhard, Thomas Bryant, who's really made an impact here. Mitchell is back on the floor right now. So Mitchell is back on the floor for Cleveland. At the elbow, McConnell. Hand off to Toppin. Toppin attacks the paint out to the corner. Thomas Bryant, a corner three. And he splashes it. That right there's a rarity. 83-71. Thomas Bryant buries a three. You know things are going well for the Pacers. Cavs with possession. Runner. Mitchell connects on it. Plus the foul. Donovan Mitchell back in the game. Got it to drop it. And one coming up. Still got a fourth quarter left to play. And Mitchell is back on the floor, which helps prove the confidence for Cleveland. But Indiana surged right in the right direction. They played their worst quarter in the first. And the Cavs have gone completely backwards in this game. They went on a 7-minute and 15-second scoring drought at one point in this quarter. The free throw is good by Mitchell. 83-74. Indiana with possession. 33 seconds left to go in the quarter. Crossing midcourt, it's McConnell. McConnell at the edge of the midcourt logo, defended by Ty Jerome, 1-on-1. McConnell dribbles up to the elbow. McConnell drives right past Jerome, swings it off to the cutter, downhill to the rim. It is Benedict Mathurin who scores for 2. 85-74 for the Pacers. Final seconds right now left to go in the third. Inbound goes to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter with 9 seconds past midcourt. Defended by Toppin here around the perimeter. Hunter at the top of the key. It drives downhill to the rim. Hunter puts up the shot. Kiss off the glass. He scores up and off the backboard. 85-76. Final possession. Toppin. Full court three. And that came up short. And we close out the end of the third quarter. Indiana outscored Cleveland 33-20 in that third quarter. A 19-point deficit has turned into a 9-point lead by the Pacers at the end of 3. As we turn the page about to end the fourth quarter, this could be it on a season that they posted a 64-18 record for the Cleveland Cavaliers, coming down to the final 12 minutes to save their season down in the series 1-3. This is it right now for Cleveland. Backs against the wall. Indiana 6-8 combined this season when you add in the playoffs plus the regular season. And this is it for Cleveland. Got to show something here to extend the series or they're done. And they got zero momentum going into this third quarter. Only thing that's going to help is the home crowd right behind them. 20 points by Evan Mobley. He's looked decent tonight offensively. After that, it's been a struggle. Mitchell with 19. Just 4 for 16 from the floor. 0 for 7 from 3. Tough game by Garland. 7 points. 3 for 13 shooting. 0 for 4 from 3. It's been brick city for the Cavs. Just 4 for 21 from the perimeter. Nothing on a Max Strus in an elimination game right now. Just a rough game by Max Strus with 0. Jared Allen with 9. 9 points by Hunter off the bench. 6 by Ty Jerome. 4 by Dean Wade. 2 by Okoro. Pacers getting a solid offensive game out of Halliburton. He's been awesome tonight. 22 points by Halliburton. Or he's got 24 points. He's a plus 22. He's the top plus on the floor tonight in this game for Tyrese. 17.6 rebounds, 3 assists by Pascal Siakam. 11 points by Aaron Nesmith. Miles Turner just 3 tonight, but he's got himself 3 blocks, 5 rebounds. Solid game defensively for him. Nembhard with 9 points, 5 assists. Thomas Bryant, 9 points for him, including a 3 off the bench. A major X factor in that third quarter. This Pacers team just so deep. They play with a ton of speed. They space out the floor. They got a lot of moving pieces, and they come at you in waves. And it really takes the toll out of Cleveland. Cleveland's only gone with a 9-man rotation. Ty Jerome has only played 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, so it's basically been an 8-man rotation. It's basically an 8-man rotation plus Jerome with just 3 minutes. And then for the Pacers, they've gone with an 11-man rotation tonight. They just come at you in waves, and it's so tough to stop when they have so many moving pieces, so many bodies that they can match up and throw at you. And just the speed of the Pacers, it wears you down. These guys are built to play the game of speed. These guys are built to wear you down, playing fast. And the Cavs are injured, they're banged up. And just a really, really tough matchup for a Cavs team that just hasn't been able to stretch out that rotation and go deeper. It's going to be a really tough game to come on back here for Cleveland. Pacers got so many moving parts. Everybody has slept on the Pacers this year. 85-76 as we start off the fourth quarter. One of the most underrated 4 seeds of all time in NBA playoff history. This team started in the first month of the season. They were in 11th place in the East, but they've been a top 4 team since the start of the new year in their record, right alongside Oklahoma City. They were a half game behind the Cavs in regular season winning percentage for them because they played 1 less game than Cleveland and had the same amount of losses as the Cavs in 2025. And they actually have more wins than losses when you combine the playoffs right now since how this series has gone. Missed 3 out of the pack there as Cleveland was able to score the first bucket. So it's 85-78, Cavs with possession, shoveled by Hunter, off to Mitchell. Mitchell at the top, leading into contact, and Mitchell gets fouled by Mathurin. There's going to be free throws coming up right now. Donovan Mitchell, 3 free throws coming up here. That's huge. That is huge. Mitchell's going to have to go off in his fourth quarter to extend the series. Mitchell, up fake, gets Mathurin going up, leads into the contact. Right on the shooting elbow, draws the foul. This is going to be 3 shots coming up here at the line for Mitchell. This is big at the free throw line for Mitchell if he buries all 3. First one's good. 85-79. We got 300 plus watching. Appreciate you guys for being a part of the stream. That membership link is pinned in the chat. It's as low as $1.99 at the US dollar rate per month to become a member. So click the link that's pinned in the chat. It's also in the description of this video if you're interested in becoming a channel member, and it's $1.99 per month. Second free throw is good. 85-80. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win this one here, Pacers or Cavs. Third free throw by Mitchell. It's good. Got the bounce. Appreciate it. Andre the Street, welcome in, brother. Kev Dog, welcome in. What a game right now. 4-point game. Pacers with possession. McConnell slides it out to the left wing into the hands to Nembhard. Back on top off to McConnell. McConnell dribbles up to the right elbow. Guarded by Ty Jerome. McConnell circles around Jerome. Lost the handle of the basketball. Turnover. Mitchell comes out with a steal. Chance here for Cleveland to cut in. Mitchell drives, attacks downhill. Huge rejection from behind. That's a major block right there by Indiana and Mathurin. Mathurin up the floor. And as it gets lost here out of bounds, but it's Hunter who reaches in defending Mathurin off the dribble. DeAndre Hunter picks up the reach and foul. Benedict Mathurin, big time athleticism, denying the layup attempt by Donovan Mitchell at the rim. What a game. 6 blocks tonight by the Pacers, who are flying high. 3 of those by Miles Turner. Inbound goes to Mathurin. Mathurin looking to see if he can make an impact scoring. Mathurin at the top of the free throw circle. And Mitchell pleading his case here, but he reaches in. Mitchell thought that he had tied up Mathurin. Reach and follow charge to Mitchell, though, according to the refs. Inbound back to the Pacers. Cleveland already with 2 personal fouls this quarter. Circling around the perimeter, it is McConnell. McConnell floats the pass across the floor off the fingertips of Siakam. It's a turnover. Up the floor, here goes DeAndre Hunter. Stripped by Turner out of bounds. It went off of Turner. It's going to stay Cavs ball. 10:15 left to go. What a game. $10:15 remaining right now is McConnell. He will head towards the bench. Neesmith checks in. Ty Jerome coming back on the floor right now for Cleveland. So for the Cavs, it is Garland, Mitchell. Or check that. Garland, Jared Allen, Max Strus, Ty Jerome, and DeAndre Hunter. Mitchell took a seat on the bench as Jerome came in. Hunter, runner, off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound back to Strus. Strus in the 3, bricked it off the front rim, and Max Strus still has yet to get anything to drop in this game with a goose egg. 0 points and 0 for 8 shooting, 0 for 5 from 3. Nothing on the board for Strus. Jumper, it is good by Pascal Siakam. 87-81 Pacers. Siakam with 19 points. Cleveland in trouble. Garland, his 3, no good, rattled out. Offensive rebound controlled by Allen. Back to the outside, Hunter. Hunter at the top of the key. Hunter, step back 3 in the air over Siakam, and he hits it. Plus the foul. It's going to be a 4-point play potentially here coming up if he drills the free throw for DeAndre Hunter. Oh, that's a huge time shot right there by DeAndre. Wow. Pascal Siakam came up to contest the 3, knocked down DeAndre Hunter as Hunter buried the 3 plus the and 1 coming up. Humongous 3. Signs of life for the Cavs all of a sudden. Part of a 9-2 run for Cleveland. Hunter missed the free throw. Rebound came right back to Hunter. Garland dribbles, drives, right down the lane. Inside he scores. Up and in off the backboard. 87-86. It's a 1-point game. Timeout by Indiana. 9:23 left to go. DeAndre Hunter missed free throw, offensive rebound. Garland attacking the rack, scores the layup. Here we go. There's also a 1-point battle right now, right here, right now. What a game. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I cover basketball action, NBA games throughout the playoffs, also college hoops as well. If you're a first timer here on the channel and you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan. I'm from Massachusetts, but I cover all different types of teams here for NBA. Feel free to join in tomorrow. Celtics against Knicks, game number 5. If there is a game number 6, make sure to join back in here on Thursday. What a game. Pacers looking to make sure there's not a Game 6. Cavs clawing right on back to force that Game 6 for Thursday. That's huge. DeAndre Hunter just completely flipped the switch for Cleveland. Massive, massive 3-1. That 4-point play of Cleveland comes on back to win this game. Oh, yeah, that's going to be the turning point right there. Wow. I honestly thought they were done. So, I take that back because the Pacers were down by 19, and then they grew the lead. And I thought there was no sign in sight for Cleveland because they were on a 7-minute scoring drought. And all of a sudden, the Pacers went from trailing by 19 to leading by 12. And now, it's a 1-point game. 24 by Halliburton, 19 by Siakam, 11 by Nesmith. For the Cavs, 22 points by Mitchell, 20 by Mobley, 12 by Hunter. I for sure thought they were done once Mitchell hit the tunnel. Once he hit the tunnel, I thought they were done. So I take that back right there. This is anybody's game since we got a 9-point game. When Mitchell hit the tunnel and they were down by 12. Oh boy, that looked like it was game over. Looked like it was game over, and now it's going to be a battle to the finish. So I've got the Pacers here in my prediction to win this game, but I would not mind a Game 6. I would not mind a Game 7 because the more we get here, just keep on building up the community. And I would love to see these two teams just keep on going at it throughout the course of the series. The more games, the more hype that we get in the playoffs. Whereas if we get less games, there's going to be a lot more like waiting or so. What a battle. It was a 12-point lead by Indiana at one point when Mitchell went to the locker room, re-aggravating his ankle injury. Then he came back, and now Cleveland has got right back in this game, 87-86. 9:23 left to go. Halliburton is back on the floor. It's Halliburton, Ben Shepherd, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam. There's a fifth player as well out of the screen right now as we come back out of the timeout. Indiana left to right on the floor. Cavs going right to left. Fifth player on the floor, that is Miles Turner. Tyrese Halliburton takes the distance and dunks it down with a two-handed flush. 3-point lead for the Pacers. Cavs with possession. Ty Jerome on the floor. DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Max Strus. Mitchell currently is on the bench. Jumper at the elbow. Garland, no good. A foul, though. It's on Nesmith, who picks up the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up here by Darius Garland. I would love to see that, Woody, if that happens. I would have to see it from my very own eyes. I'd be shocked if that does happen, though. I think it's going to be really, really tough to do, but anything's possible. You're not done until you're not out of it until the fourth loss. First free throw is good. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Celtics against Knicks. Feel free to join back in for the stream here on the channel. Second free throw is good. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game here. Cavs or Pacers? A battle to the finish. 89-88. Pacers with possession. Top of the key, Halliburton. Pocket pass off to Turner. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Right over Mobley. Buries the 2 from Miles Turner. Miles Turner hasn't scored that much, but big time jumper there for him. He's up to 5 points tonight. Cavs down by 3. Garland for the tie. Takes the 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Settles at the top of the backboard. And that is stuck at the top of the backboard, out of bounds. So dead ball. Pacers basketball. Don't see that too often. The basketball skipped off the rim. Stuck to the top of the glass. And now it's Max Strus has got one of those sticks that the edge of the stick that the mop crew has. He had the edge of the stick to the mop crew to poke it off the top of the backboard. Vern in the stream. Destiny, thanks for joining in. 8:15 left to go in the fourth. Pacers with possession. Nembhard slides it off to his right into the hands to Siakam. Back over to Halliburton around the perimeter. Halliburton's defended by Hunter here at the top of the key. Finds Siakam at the top. Siakam dribbles up to the elbow. Kick out to the corner. Off to Nembhard. Nembhard, baseline jumper. Connects on it. It's going to be ruled a 3 according to the refs there. Both feet behind the perimeter. 94-88. Under 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavs with possession. Top of the key, Hunter. Hunter with a big 3 plus a foul a couple minutes ago to get his team within 1. Hunter, runner, got it. Able to bounce its way in. Good for 2. 4-point game right now. Ron, welcome back in, bud. What a game. 7:35 left to go in the fourth. Pacers with possession. At the top, it's Nembhard. Nembhard bumped off the dribble towards his left, and Hunter picks up the reach-in foul. That was a foul to give right there by DeAndre Hunter. It stops the clock with 7:31. Yeah, Max Strus has done nothing, missing all 8 shot attempts. Inbound, Halliburton off to Tartar. Tartar dribbles, attacks. That's Siakam, 43, who attacks the rack and scores up and off the glass. Pascal Siakam playing with an it factor tonight. He's got 21 right now. Inside the key, jumper no good by Mitchell. But he's going to shoot free throws coming up. He got fouled by Neesmith going up on a jumper. 2 free throws coming up here by Donovan Mitchell at the line. 96-90. 7:13 left to go. Pascal Siakam playing hungry in back-to-back games in the series. 21, 7, and 4 for Siakam. First free throw by Mitchell. That is good. 5-point game right now. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game. So we got 400 plus watching. Really appreciate it. You guys are the real MVPs out here on the channel tonight. Second free throw here by Mitchell. Mitchell missed the second off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Nembhard for the Pacers. Halliburton on the floor. Nembhard, Siakam, Turner, and Neesmith. Halliburton drives, got it stripped, lost it. Mobley collects the steal up the floor off to Mitchell. Mitchell fires a 3. Donovan Mitchell. Oh, he buries it. Bang, bang by Spider Mitchell from the perimeter. It's a 2-point game. That's a humongous 3 there by Donovan Mitchell. 6:45 left to go. Pacers with possession at the top. Siakam. Siakam into the hands to Halliburton at the top of the key. Halliburton working on Jerome here around the perimeter. Halliburton slides it off to the corner. Corner 3. Siakam came off the rim short to rebound. Taken away here by Garland. Cavs with possession. Chance to tie it up with a 2. Chance to take the lead with a 3. Mitchell at the top, guarded by Nembhard. Slides it off to Mobley. Mobley backs his way on Turner. Gives it off to Garland around the perimeter. Garland up to the free throw circle. Kick out corner. Mitchell open 3 for the lead. No good. Around the rim and out. Huge rebound ripped away by Neesmith in the defensive glass for the Pacers. Pacers with possession. Halliburton off the dribble. Bumped into and fouled by Ty Jerome reaching in. Clock will stop with 6:02 left to go. What a game. Both of these teams in a bonus as well during the next personal foul. So each team with 4 right now in this quarter. Mitchell's got 26 points tonight for the Cavs. Inbound goes to Siakam. Siakam at the top. Siakam sends it off to Halliburton. Halliburton off the roll down. Finds Siakam. Siakam no good. Blew the layup. Rebound secured here by Mobley. Cavs down by 2 with possession. Mobley outside finds Garland. Darius Garland will slow it down with 5:40 left to go. Chance to take the lead with a three-point shot. Garland lost the handle, turnover. As he is down right now in the hardwood, Garland might be injured. 5-4 on the Pacers side of the floor. Neesmith attacks the paint. Neesmith scores the layup. And Garland right now is limping. 98-94. Neesmith got clobbered. No foul call though by the referees as he was looking for the and one. As Garland right now is limping. Play continues. Cleveland with 2 timeouts remaining. Pacers got 2 timeouts. The Cavs will not burn one though. Ty Jerome. Garland is standing in the corner. He is hobbled right now, just standing in the corner. Mitchell jacks up the 3 over Halliburton, and he sticks it. Donovan Mitchell, a laser right down the chute of the perimeter. It's a 1-point game. 29 by Spida Mitchell. Pacers with possession. Halliburton under 5 minutes left to go. Siakam kick out to the wing. Neesmith on the 3, no good. Huge offensive rebound controlled by Turner. New 14 in the shot clock. Halliburton outside off to Nembhard. Nembhard with a 3. Nembhard. Oh, he buries it. Andrew Nembhard. Stone cold blooded. Bang, bang on a triple. Crossing the triple-digit mark for the Pacers. 101-97. 4:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Cavs turn it over. Halliburton up the floor. Halliburton, Eurostep. Halliburton takes it a distance, and he scores. Count it in the and one. Coming up by Tyrese Halliburton. Take that, NBA. Tyrese Halliburton proving all the other players in the NBA completely wrong in the playoffs. And one coming up by Tyrese. 6-point lead for the Pacers. Free throw is good. Tyrese Halliburton, absolutely him tonight with 29 points. 7-point lead. Cavs in trouble. 29, 5 and 8 for points, rebounds, and assists tonight for Halliburton. Mitchell, 4:10 left to go. Mitchell dribbles up inside the key. Bounce pass left corner. DeAndre Hunter. Left baseline dribble. Hunter. No good. Missed the layup. Tipped around Hunter. Offensive rebound. 1 in the shot clock. Oh, what are you doing? Max Strus! Shot clock violation. Charge to the Cavs. Max Strus. A Fuka Choka. Big ew. Didn't realize that the shot clock didn't reset after Hunter missed the layup off all glass. Didn't hit the rim. And he kicked it out to the corner with 1 second on the shot clock. And it evaporated to 0. That has been the game tonight in a nutshell for the Cavs. Max Strus. What did he do tonight? Dick. In an elimination game for Max Strus. Jumper baseline, no good off the mark by Neesmith. Rebound secured by Mobley. Down by 7 for Cleveland. Jumper from the perimeter off the rim short by Hunter. No good. A rebound secured by Neesmith. They are cracking under pressure right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 64-18 for nothing. Right now as the Cavs look like they're toast. 3:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pacers about to go back to the conference finals and back-to-back seasons. If they can close out here with a dagger, no they cannot with Halliburton as he missed the 3 off the bottom right part of the glass. Cavs with the basketball, needing something rather quickly. Mobley at the right elbow, into the hands to Mitchell. 3 minutes remaining. Mitchell at the edge of the midcourt logo. 10 in the shot clock. Mitchell at the top of the key, defended by Halliburton. 1-on-1. Mitchell dribbles up to the elbow. Mitchell sneaks his way around. A kick out to the wing. A Ty Jerome. Open 3. He bricked it. Mitchell. Offensive rebound. No, he bricked it. Donovan Mitchell missed the 6-footer. And an over the back foul. Charged to the Cavs. Timeout on the floor. 104-97. Max Strus. Over the back. Free throws coming up for Indiana after the timeout in the bonus. Max Strus gonna be traded back to Miami in June. Biggest game on the line. Single game elimination for Cleveland to advance their playoff hopes biggest game of the season for Max Strus. And what did Max Strus do today? He did dick. Damn. Max Strus, no points, 4 personal fouls, 23 minutes, 0 for 8 from the floor, 0 for 5 from 3-point range. Over the back foul call. Gonna send Indiana to the bonus shooting free throws, plus 1 shot clock violation in a crunch time game. Max Strus, the playoff lights just too bright in Cleveland tonight for Max Strus. $104.97, 2:37 left to go. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We get 600 plus watching here on the channel for this one tonight. Man, oh man, oh man. Yes, I'll be streaming the conference finals. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Celtics against Knicks. Game 5 tomorrow night. Feel free to join back in. I'll be streaming the conference finals, both of the conference finals matchups, the East and the West, and the NBA finals. So keep on coming back here supporting the stream. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Celtics fan, by the way, but they cover all different types of teams here in the NBA throughout the playoffs, also college basketball as well. Not looking good for Cleveland. 2:37 left to go. I had said it a couple streams ago, and looks like this reality is coming very, very true. The Cleveland Cavaliers, this team this season reminded me of the 2022 Phoenix Suns. 60-plus wins, all for nothing in a second-round exit. This one is even worse because Phoenix got eliminated by Dallas that year in 7. They got smashed by the Mavs in that Game 7. This is looking like they're going to be done in 5 tonight if they can't figure it out in the final 2:37. We got free throws coming up by the Pacers here. Once we get back to action, it will be 2 free throws coming up for Indiana back from the timeout. I like the Pacers to go to the NBA Finals. They're just so much deeper than the Knicks. The Knicks are at the bottom of the NBA in bench points per game this season. There's way too many moving pieces on the Pacers. Way too many moving pieces. They are fresh. They're going like 11, 12 guys deep. Miles Turner, 2 free throws at the line. Tyrese Halliburton had just 2 points in the first quarter ever since he has scored 27. A 29-point night, an absolutely electric night for Tyrese Halliburton tonight. 2:37 left to go. First free throw at the line is good by Turner. Second shot by Turner. Got it. 9-point lead by the Pacers. 2:37 remaining. Inbound for the Cavs. Right to left on the floor for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell is on the floor with Max Strus, Evan Mobley, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland. Mitchell on a 3. Mitchell. Oh, he buries it. Donovan Mitchell, big time shot. It's a 6-point game. 106-100. That's huge right there by Spida Mitchell. Pacers, 5 players on the floor go left to right. It is Nembhard, Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith. Halliburton at the left wing, swings it out on top off to Siakam. Siakam spin cycle, dribbles up jumper, 14-footer over Hunter, no good off the rim, short rebound secured here by the Cavs. Cavs with the possession, down by 6 right now. Mitchell looking to go at the low block. Mitchell up fake, bounce pass off to Strus. He defers back to Mitchell. Mitchell fouled. That's on a 3. It's going to be 3 free throws coming up here at the line for Donovan Mitchell. Got fouled by Aaron Nesmith around the perimeter. 3 shots coming up here by Mitchell at the free throw line. Minute 49 left to go. First free throw. Mitchell. Oh, he missed it. One missed free throw by Mitchell. Second free throw. Up by Mitchell. Oh, he missed it. Off the rim, short. Mitchell. 0 for 2 right now at the free throw line. Third free throw by Mitchell. Oh, he missed them all. Donovan Mitchell, 3 missed free throws at the line. Rebound Pacers. Halliburton drives, attacks. Huge rejection by Mobley, coming up with a block. Here goes the Cavs. Bounce pass, corner 3, Mitchell, and he drills it. Donovan Mitchell drills the 3 after missing 3 free throws. Is a 3-point difference on the scoreboard right now instead of a tie game. 106-103, minute 20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pacers with a possession. Top of the key, Nembhard. Nembhard defended by Max Strus, 101. Nembhard switched here, guarded by Garland at the top of the key. Nembhard dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Nembhard goes up, and he got it. Andrew Nembhard. Oh man, he is so clutch. And one coming up in the free throw line by Andrew Nembhard. 108-103, Pacers inching closer to winning the series in 5. Andrew Nembhard. So clutch. One of the most underrated players in the league in crunch time moments right here, right now. 17 by Nembhard. The free throw is good. Andrew Nembhard with a big fourth quarter, 6-point lead. Final minute left to go here. Cleveland's in trouble, down by 6. Mitchell attacks the paint. Mitchell blew the layup, no good. He looks completely gassed. Nesmith with a defensive rebound. Halliburton gets fouled. And they're in the bonus. DeAndre Hunter reach and foul. Tyrese Halliburton, 2 free throws coming up with 55 seconds left to go. Pacers about to advance in 5 if they can close it out. 64 wins for nothing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. First free throw is good by Halliburton. It's a 30-burger for Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton proving the entire league wrong throughout the playoffs. 30 points, 8 assists, 10 for 15 for the floor. Tyrese Halliburton is absolutely him. 8-point game. 111-103, 55 seconds left to go. Cavs with a possession. Garland crosses midcourt. Garland at the top of the key. A lot of dribbling going on right now. Garland slides it off to Hunter. Hunter, the 3 came out well short. Put back, got it. And the foul. Evan Mobley got it to go, and the and 1 coming up. It was on an air ball. It was on an air ball by Hunter that he put in. 111-105. He'll have a free throw. Evan Mobley with a free throw coming up. Big shot here at the line. Free throw is no good. He missed it. Rebound by Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is an absolute winner. He is a winner. Siakam across the floor. Halliburton at the Rocket Arena logo. 10 on the shot clock. Halliburton. Cavs playing defense. Down by 6. Off to Nembhard. Kick out. Corner. Turner. 3. Got it. It's the dagger. Miles Turner. Bang, bang, bang. The Indiana Dagger. Welcome to the Eastern Conference Finals for the Indiana Pacers. 114-105. You can stick a fork in this series. It is done in 5. Timeout on the floor by Cleveland. 64 wins for nothing Max Strus tonight. What did he do? Nothing. Indiana back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Too much speed, too much depth. No answers by the Cavs. Number 1, Pacers money line. Bang. Number 2, Pacers over 110.5. Bang. Pascal Siakam, 21 points alone tonight. Bang. He had 21 and 7. Miles Turner with a big-time 3. 10-7. Only got 17, but huge. Right there. Mathurin, just 4. Top 3, bang, bang, bang. In order. Tyrese Halliburton tonight, absolutely him. 64 wins. Similar to the Phoenix Suns, second round, different conference, bounced out in round 2. Just like the 2021 Phoenix Suns, great regular season team for Cleveland. Max Strus chucks up an air ball as his stat line gets worse, and this game is over. The series is over. 114-105, the Pacers down by 19 points. They come on back and they pick up the victory and eliminate the Cavs in 5 games in the series. Second straight conference final since the 2013 and 14 season for Indiana, as the Pacers are off and running to the Eastern Conference Finals once again in 2025. What a series for Indiana. They've been playing some of the best basketball since the start of the new year. This team started off the first month of the season as the number 10 and 11 team in the Eastern Conference. Since 2025, since January 1st, they've been right behind the Thunder as one of the top teams in the NBA record-wise. 64-18 record in the regular season. Bounced out of the second round of the playoffs in 5. Incredible by the Indiana Pacers. 114-105 the final scores. The Pacers do it in 5. And man, it just goes to show, every single year in the playoffs, throw the records out the window. Throw the seeds out the window. And this goes to show you, this Indiana Pacers team, as a 4 seed, they go 11-12 guys deep. They play with speed, they stretch the floor, they space the floor. They got a bunch of guys. If you put them on any other team in the NBA, for most of these teams, they go off average 20-25 points per game. Pascal Siakam was a 25 points per game scorer. Number 2 option behind Kawhi Leonard in the championship run back in 2019. I think a lot of people forget that. You put Pascal Siakam on another team, he averages 26-27 points per game in the regular season. What he did tonight, sensational himself. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Really has played a critical role in helping this team drive out in Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton was absolutely him tonight. 31 points tonight by Halliburton with 8 assists, 6 rebounds, a plus 27 on the floor by Hallie tonight. 18 points by Nembhard. Nembhard is one of the most underrated closers in the entire league. 18 points by Andrew Nembhard on 7 for 11 shooting. Aaron Nesmith, how about this? Double-double of 13 and 13, fitting the system perfectly. The Celtics, a couple of years ago, traded away Aaron Nesmith. Didn't really fit their system. And man, he is thriving in this Pacers fast-paced, run-and-gun offensive type unit for Aaron Nesmith. 10 points by Miles Turner. 4 blocks by Turner tonight. Hit the dagger 3 to close out this game from the corner. He had 7 rebounds tonight from Turner. Benedict Mathurin with 4 off the bench. Shepard with 3. Obi Toppin with 5. TJ McConnell, he had 2 assists, but during the last game, he was racking up a bunch of assists for TJ. This team, the Pacers tonight, they went 11 guys deep. 11 guys deep. They come at you in waves. They come at you with speed. They come at you with different looks. And they went 7-9. Or they went 7-2 for their record. They were 7-2 this season against the number 1 team seeding-wise in the East, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The number 4 seed, the Pacers, went 7-2 against the Cavs, regular season plus playoffs combined. Just a phenomenal run by Indiana. This is one of the most underrated 4 seeds in NBA playoff history right here. Because how they started off this season, they really struggled to start off the season. They were number 11 in December in the Eastern Conference. And then since January 1st, they've been playing one of the best basketball in the NBA, right alongside the Thunder with best record in the NBA since January 1st, 2025. Donovan Mitchell laid it on the line tonight. 35 points for Mitchell tonight. Darius Garland, though, with just 11 points, and there'll still be questions going into this offseason whether if this is going to work out in the future between Mitchell and Garland. As Garland really struggled in this playoffs, dealing with that toe injury, came back from injury, and he struggled once again in the playoffs. 24 points by Evan Mobley, 12 by DeAndre Hunter, and there's going to be a lot of trade rumors going out there with Max Strus, as he had an abysmal game. A game that was absolutely trash for the ages. 0 points, 0 for 9 shooting, 0 for 6 from 3. 4 personal fouls plus 1 shot clock violation when the game was in crunch time by Max Strus. Bricks and boulders and icebergs and giant stones that he was tossing up. They weren't even close. 114-105 the final score. Thanks for joining in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Celtics against Knicks. Game number 5 in that series. Feel free to join in. Really appreciate you guys for joining in for this one. We're going to close out to the channel members. Alright, so all channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. Big shout out yesterday. Cannabro gifted 5 memberships at the end of the Celtics Knicks stream yesterday. He gifted those memberships out to 4 new channel members. So he gifted those memberships out to Greg, Vegas, Pringle, and Fishing Up a Storm. So really appreciate there out of Cannabro for gifting out the memberships. You the legend, brother. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie, Ogie, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Natural Nate, Ian, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, Mark, Jobo, Michigan Sports, Cannabro, Greg, Vegas, Pringle, and Fishing Up a Storm. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Be the part here on the stream for this one. Pacers win the series in 5 as they upset the 1 seed, 114-105 the final score. I'll be back live tomorrow night. Celtics against Knicks, same time at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks all for joining in, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.